Hello, and welcome back. And we're here on Mindless Monday at Café Con Flora with the second week of Witchy Life Story. What we're going to basically be doing is doing the entire rest of the week, which is the more or less rest of the game. And that's just going to be our stream, however long it takes. If it takes 2 hours, it takes 2 hours. If it takes 4 hours, it takes 4 hours. We're just going to go till we're done. And I hope everyone who joins us along the journey enjoys the silliness. I will do my best to do terrible accents like I did last week, and then I will be doing a vote minus Witchy Life Story again for next Monday. If trends hold, we're looking at possibly Feather, but I make no assumptions for predictions. Either way, I thank everyone who is starting to join us today on either YouTube or Twitch, and thank you again for liking, following, sharing, and subscribing. And please, as always, remember to tell your friends about our Mindless Monday streams if they just need something to find. Now, off we go. And like I've said before, this game is great if you can catch it on sale, but otherwise, like, again, I got it as part of a Humble Bundle, but that's just because a Humble Bundle's awesome. If you have not heard of Humble Bundle, it's literally Humble, Humble, Bundle, Bundle.com, I believe. Literally, it's just Humble Bundle, and they always have all sorts of different bundles. But, here we go. Dear Valeria, I think I'm ready to take the first steps towards leaving Flora, but I won't lie. The idea of leaving makes me nervous. I wish there was some way to take Flora with me wherever I go. Are there incense or anything that could help? Sincerely, Ruth. So we're looking at the color pink, it looks like, and the Taurus symbol with that plus thingamajig. Hello, Valeria. I am said Grump. Oh. You know, the self-reflection. Who needs to be kinder to myself? I can't keep letting mean people get to me. Do you have a charm for that? Best regards, John. Pink, you do. Yeah, pink makes sense for kindness. Valeria, I think I figured it, the music for the festival. Wow. I think the game has a typo there. I think this is supposed to be out, not it. But yeah, I think I figured out the music for the festival, but I still have to perform it. I think the piece is really good, but I can't imagine myself playing with confidence. Maybe some incense to help me summon up the courage could help. Yeah, like when you click it, it changes. I think they accidentally did something. All right, well, we're gonna go to the garden first. First step, always the garden. Yeah. Keep stuff clean, well trimmed. Make sure everything's nice and watered. Get rid of them weeds. Technically, we don't need to make it, but it's interesting and I might as well. Alright, so let's get started on these orders. Alright. Ruth wants some incense of Flora. Okay. Incense is the little pouch. We are out of incense. Damn it. Nope, wait. I have one of the stupid. Okay, so I don't have charms. Oh, I need to go to the store. Yeah, I have 0 sachets. Thank you. Bye. Okay, now back to what I was doing. Orders. Perfect. Alright, some incense of Flora. So, we're looking at lavender, geraniums. And last but not least, yarrow. Kind of makes sense with the pretty, yellow. Incense. What do we get? Memory incense. Ooh, I like the little holder. It's just, some of them are so cute. It's annoying how cute they're. Yeah, because he wanted a charm, and that means I would have needed one of these anyway. So, to be kinder to himself. Well, we remember lavender, so that's first and foremost. I'm gonna assume, yeah, I was supposed to say, the hollyhock is pink. Oh, who would have thought? The pink one? Pink. When you know you're talking to yourself. Ooh, release charm. Okay. When you know you're talking to yourself, so you might as well make it entertaining for your own head. Incense. Alright, some more incense, so we need the bowl again, to help them find courage. Alright. So that was chamomile, yarrow, and geranium. Confidence incense. It's a cute little bowl too. Is it crystal time? One crow tree coming. Oh, wait. You sneaky bird. You can't fool me. Damn. Alright. Off we go then. To the village. Let's check in on peeps. On your way to the town square, you see Jonas and the dog running around together outside. Oh, that's right. He got a puppers. Come here, boy. Woof, woof. Caesar. He named it Caesar. I'm here for Caesar. It looks like someone finally got a bath. Oh, yes, he did. And now you're a beautiful boy, aren't you? The golden retriever boy has the golden retriever dog. Have you given him a name yet? Oh, right. You forgot to give him a name? No, I just forgot to mention it. Valaria, meet Caesar. Oof, oof. He's settling in pretty well, I think. I will take him down to the festival site later today and introduce him to everyone. You're going to come with me everywhere I go, right, boy? Everywhere? Why do you not like him? Does it matter if I like him? I mean, maybe, because he's going to be near me, so if you want to be near me, Ramsey and I might be able to get used to having a dog around. But only if he's a good boy, and you are a good boy, right? Caesar just sitting there listening, like, the hell are these two nutters chattering on about? Some of my crew members also have dogs, so they've been helping me figure things out. Caesar is my first pet, so I've learned a lot. That new love charm you made must have been pretty potent. I care about people and stuff, but I've never felt this way about something before. Like, I've always liked animals, but having an actual pet feels so different. I can't speak to pets, but witches are pretty close to their familiars. Yeah, they're kind of like a partner, right? Yep. Well, except when they say you're supposed to, but they don't let you. They tell you not to eat strange. They tell you not to eat the strange funguses. But to be honest, I did it anyway, and maybe he was right. It didn't have much in terms of magical potency, but it certainly caused other rather potent problems. Ramsey didn't come near me for almost a week. I mean, it sounds like Ramsey was just trying to help you. The other day after I gave Caesar a bath and stuff, I started thinking about when I yelled at my crew again. And I started feeling sad and angry at myself. And then Caesar came up to me and just put his head in my lap and I calmed down. It reminded me that even though one bad thing happened, my crew helped me a lot with Caesar. So if they aren't still mad at me, maybe I should stop being mad at myself. I can't say stuff about that because I struggle with that, so I can't tell him he's right to do that because that's the pot calling the kettle black, but my ass is apparently a kettle because, I'm a liar. I understand so much about psychology, but that doesn't make it any easier to practice on myself. You can know all about a subject, and it's still really hard to translate that from helping other people with the same thing you're dealing with to you dealing with the thing. It's hard. It's easier to make other people listen than to make your own stupid head listen sometimes. Caesar, you're pretty powerful for just being a pet. Woof woof. Yeah, I'm saying woof woof. I am not saying and. I'll do a hound one because he loves the Roddy Borf woof. The woof. Woof. Scratch Caesar on the head. Caesar, the head. Oh, behind the ears. Dogs and cats, like there's like this space like right behind their ears that if you scratch, most dogs and cats are just like, oh yeah. Well, you gave Caesar pets. Maybe he's alright. You hear that, Caesar? The witch says you're alright. I knew you'd come around to him. Woof woof. 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 I don't know why it amused me so much to sit there and just say that in the most like all I'm picturing is someone like Samuel L. Jackson or someone with like that really deep baritone voice just saying woof to a camera like deadpan, and my imagination makes it very easy to make me giggle. Huh, you want to go for a walk? I suppose we could do that. Floria, do you want to come with us? Let me think. Spending more time with both of you? I think I'd like that. Yeah, we'd like that too, right, Caesar? Woof. Woof, woof. Woof. You, Jonas, and Caesar will go for a walk through the woods. Caesar has a good time sniffing around and barking at the birds. Fair. You and Jonas joke around and have a good time. Suddenly, Caesar runs off. Caesar, where are you going? Come here. I've had the dog for a few days and I've already lost him. I'm sure he'll come back. Caesar! Caesar! Just as suddenly as he ran off, Caesar comes back. Woof woof. Caesar, don't scare me like that. Wait, what do you have there? Jonas takes a bouquet of wildflowers from Caesar's somehow. In this magical village with this magical witch, the dog runs into the bushes and comes back with a bouquet of wildflowers. Are we in a Disney movie yet? Woof woof. Did you bring me flowers? Woof woof. Caesar nudges you with his snout. Oh, am I supposed to give these to Jonas? Looks at you. You look at Jonas. These are for you. You take the wildflowers from Jonas. Thanks. Woof, woof. I should get these into some water. We can walk you home then. We should get to the festival grounds anyway. Jonas and Caesar walk you home. You catch Jonas looking at you out of the corner of your eye. You both look away from each other. Well, here we are. Good luck with meeting everyone today, Caesar. I'm sure he'll get along with the crew just fine. Yeah, I think so too. Catch you later. I think the reason I like Jonas so much is because he reminds me of so many of the people that I absolutely love as human beings in my life. Woof woof. They're animal lovers, they're down-to-earth people, some of them are such golden retriever himbo boys, and I love it, but, Venus. Look at all the little Venus symbols. Jonas does seem to love Caesar, and it looks like he's working on being kinder to himself, too. Alright then, that's another thing to take note of in the grimoire. I don't have anything for her, so I just get to talk to her. Please let Mel be better. Please let Mel be better. Yeah, she was whipping on rituals the last time we saw her. You approach Mel's house and gently knock on the door. You know what? For effect, I knock on my desk for you. Hopefully it registered. Come in! You enter the home and see Mel curled up on the couch with some soup. You know, she's surrounded by flowers and other foods, too. Don't I look in a sad state? Ma'am, from this image, you still look like a lesbian Velma Daphne hybrid, and I'm here for it. Sorry. As we said at the full moon ritual, it's not entirely your fault. You're not the only one who got carried away. I got so worked up about everything needing to be perfect, about making sure everyone else is having a good time. To be at my best, I need to rest. So you're not mad at me? Of course not. I'm madder at myself than anyone. Technically, yeah, we did try to be like, no, you need to rest, like over and over and over again. And she just kept yelling at us, like basically like, no, I need to do more, ma'am, you need to sit down. But tell me, do you think I'm boring, huh? I think most people are boring. Like, honestly, as someone who spends majority of her evenings chilling, playing, like, video games or watching movies or, like, doing boring, like, categorically boring things, I think most people are boring. I do. So I'm probably not the one to ask. I see. But I guess if I had to rate you on a scale 1 to 10, from being dreadfully boring, 1 being dreadfully boring, you'd be a 7 or an 8. So I'm not boring? Nah, there's definitely worse. Why do you ask? Seems kind of out of the blue. Because I think everyone likes Jonas more than me. You're jealous of Jonas. I am. People always laughing with him, more like at him. And he's always getting invited to parties. Do you like parties? Nah, I'm too old for that stuff now, but people just seem to like him. And you don't think people like you? Of course not. I'm the one managing the budgets, and who gets angry over toilets, and who has to tell Jonas and his crew to hurry up. Everyone hates me. No, that's your preconceived negative thoughts, and again, this is me. Kettle, pot scenario. I do this to myself too, I admit. But I do very much try to understand that I cannot project my insecurities and preconceived beliefs of others onto other people. I can't sit there and be like, they don't like me because I think they don't like me if I don't actually talk to them and know they don't like me. It's called communication, baby, and it's something I'm garbage at. I'm kidding. I do really try. I think a lot of people really try. But you take a look around the room and you notice all the food, flowers, and get well cards. Did Jean get all this stuff for you? No, but he made the soup I'm eating. Then where's all of it from? Various people from the village, my coworkers at the town hall, etc. They heard about me feeling down and sent over all of this. I don't know where they found the time with everything that needs to get done. Sure seems like a lot of effort. I know I wouldn't do that unless I like someone. Like a lot. So you're saying people like me? I think so. Maybe you're like my gran. She's always scolding me, but she's always teaching me too. And even though she's a little stodgy, she has taught me a lot of neat spells. And without her, I wouldn't be here right now. I don't know where I'd be if I'm completely honest. I'm trying to say that you are necessary, Mel. If everyone was a goofball like Jonas, nothing would get done. There wouldn't be any festival at all. And what's more boring than that? Mel falls silent and looks around the room. You're right. I'm surrounded by the village's love right now, aren't I? Mel looks down at her bowl of soup. And Jean's love, too. What did Jonas bring you? Mel's eyes to her around the room. Oh my god, that bread. His sister is sick from stress and he hasn't come to see me. Knowing Jonas, he probably didn't want to be a bother. Suddenly there's a knock at the door. Who could that be? Come in. Jonas walks in. Hey sis, perfect timing. What are you doing here? Jean said you weren't feeling well. Actually, I'm feeling a lot better right now. I think some rest has done me good. It's about time you tried that instead of all that magic. No offense, Valeria. No, I think we might have overdone it. Like, yeah, it's the no. No, I agree. I haven't even delivered a single potion today. I've just been chatting with people. Like, this is just how I'm spending my day. Anyways, I thought I'd come over to see if you need any... Nope, everyone out. What? I just got here. I need to rest to ensure that I am in tip-top shape by tomorrow. This festival isn't going to organize itself, so come on, get. Now shoos you and Jonas out of the house. Well, I guess I'll head back to work. Sheesh, seems like she's on the mend anyhow. Yeah, I think she'll be alright. Knowing Mel she'll be up and at 'em by tomorrow, I should get going though. Bye. Sounds like Mel struggles with finding balance in her life. I'm gonna get an inspiration on her. And realizing people do care about her wellness. Another Venus. Maybe Mel should incorporate things attributed to Venus in her life. Let me write that down in my grimoire, which, if I remember correctly, is Yes. And as you can see, we need Nisha's thing, and then we need everybody's crystal fancy object, but we're doing well. All right, next up, we're going to start with Ruth and go to Nisha. You walk up to Ruth's home after the full moon ritual. You wonder what state she'll be in. I did have something to drop off to her, if I remember correctly, so we're fine with that. You knock on the door, again, for effect. Yes, I knocked on my desk. Gloria, how good to see you. Are you here to deliver my spell? Yep. It's right here. Yes. The memory incense. You hand the memory incense to Ruth. Yes, these should help. What are you trying to do? You know what I mentioned at the festival moon ritual? You're not being mayor and going traveling. Yes. So you intend to do that? Or you're not? No, I am, but as much as the idea of exploring the world excites me, I've never really left Flora, so the idea also terrifies me. I see. No, I feel that. You know, why pressure yourself to go when you know you can have a comfortable right here? Yes, I think that's precisely it. I am comfortable in Flora, even with my desire to leave. It's strange. I wish I could just take it with me wherever I go. Is that what the memory spell's for? Mm-hmm. Before I use these incense, I thought of taking a walk. Would you care to join me? A walk sounds nice. Let's head it then. You and Ruth head out on your walk around Flora. First, you come to the lake. I have many happy memories with my daughter and Nisha here. Both of them are so similar. They love running and playing in the water and finding small little critters. I still listen to the crickets and the frogs when I come here. The sounds take me right back to their childhoods. I wish I could take this lake with me wherever I go. Ruth just might have given you an idea. Yes, you gave her the memory incense, which she can burn once she gets home, but what if you have another tool to help her keep her dearest memories close, Ruth? Yes, Valaria? What if I told you I had a tool you could potentially use to take the lake with you? Is this some experimental magic? No, not at all. I've used it before, and it doesn't require magic at all. It might even improve your ability to use the memory incense. But it's not magic. No, it's more of a sensory tool to help you focus and remember details. Interesting. What does it entail? You're already an avid walker, so you might already be doing some of these things. The gist of it is being very mindful of your surroundings. When I find myself in a place I want to remember, I use my senses to create a sort of snapshot. You can do this by focusing on one sense at a time. Does that all make sense? You're right. It is something I've somewhat done on my walks before. I've never actively tried using my senses to create memories, but I think I'd be willing to try. Great. How about on this walk we do some practice then? That sounds like a good idea. Since we're already at the lake, let's try focusing on one of our senses here. Let's start with... honestly, sound, because of the crickets, and then, so I focus on what I hear. Yep, I find closing my eyes tend to help with this. Okay. Ruth closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. I can still hear the crickets and the frogs, but I can also hear the leaves and the cattails swaying in the breeze. There's also the background noise of the festival grounds. This is a lot to take in. Yeah, it can be, but don't worry about trying to hold on to everything just yet. I find it usually takes a few seconds to complete a snapshot. That makes sense. I think I'd like to make our way to the forest then. You and Ruth walk to the forest. I always come here when I feel like hiding from the world. I used to be afraid of these woods. When I was a little girl, I played hide and seek at night here with my friends. I lost my way while looking for a hiding place, and suddenly all the trees look like monsters. Fortunately, my screams let my friends find me. That's awful. It was at the time, but then I became determined to know these woods, and now we're good friends. Ready to practice one of the senses? Sure. How about... honestly, touch. Am I supposed to walk around and touch things? Sure, unless there's things you shouldn't touch, like animals or poison ivy. Try focusing on how the ground beneath your feet and the air against your skin feel. Okay, I think I understand. Ruth starts to walk around the woods. She puts her hands on tree trunks and then on the forest floor. Everything is so warm, and you can tell it's alive. But it's also slightly damp to the touch. That was very good. I think you're getting the hang of this. Thank you. I think this is good exercise. It's also very relaxing, sort of like a meditation. Yeah, it is. It actually is. It's a conscious form of meditation. And basically the easiest way to do it is to sit in a spot wherever you find comfortable and just kind of close your eyes and focus. I never, me personally, I never start with sight. I usually start with sound and then smell and then sight, so that way I've captured, other aspects of the picture before I have the visual aspect of it. Touch is another one, like if you're, say, going on a hike, touching the trees as long as you're safe, touching rocks. There's a reason I like to climb boulders on my hikes. I'm also a big fan of photography for that reason. I think I know where I'd like to go next. It's to my secret spot. Whoa, I get to see Ruth's secret spot? Only a few know about it. Follow me. Ruth takes off on a brisk walk through the woods. You can hardly keep up. Ma'am, where are you going? You notice the elevation is rising, and now you know why Ruth is in such great shape. How much further You'll see. Ugh, it's like those old ladies who power walk in the mall. They can do like 6 laps of the mall in half an hour and they just go. I applaud them though. I applaud them. I look behind me in case there's a cat, because if there's a cat, I want to show you a cat. You huff and puff your way up and Ruth seems fine. You come to a sudden clearing. We're here! Wow. After you catch your breath, you look out. You can see all of Flora from here and more. How far up did we just walk? Isn't it wonderful? This isn't my secret spot, if I'm completely honest. Our previous witch showed it to me. I want to try focusing on one of my senses up here. I think that's a great idea. How about you try, sight. Like, if it had been smell, I probably would have gone smell, but okay. Ruth takes a deep breath. Everything looks so tiny, yet you can tell it's so full of life, and I can see the mountains and the beach and the village, and these landscapes are all so different, yet they all belong together in this valley. If you were to take one away, it'd somehow be incomplete. I wish I could stay here forever, but I know I can't. I know I have to leave, even though I'll be back. When I return from my travels, this is the first spot I'll visit. Ruth turns and looks at you. Thanks for coming up here with me, Valeria. Of course. This has been the best workout I've had in a long time. Fortunately, going downhill is much easier. That is the truth. Whenever you are hiking downhill, downhill is always better. Because gravity is working with you, not against your poor, tired legs. Especially because technically the character outfit has like chunky wooden heels on, so she's in heels. And Ruth's probably in like comfy old lady shoes. Ruth, come on, let's go. You and Ruth make your way back down the mountain and to her home. I think I'll have to practice that sensory technique more later. This might sound strange considering I just asked you for a way to remember Floria, but I wish I had something to help me cleanse the space too. Like as a final way of letting go and preparing myself to move on. Does that make sense? Of course, kind of like taking what you want and then moving on. Yes, I think that's exactly it. Of course, I'm not asking for anything extra. These memories, incense should really help. Well, I think it's back to festival preparations. I've been away too long already. I'll be on my way then too. Bye. Something to help you say goodbye and move on, but in a good way. Maybe a besom could help for that? They're for sweeping away energies to make new ones, and I'm pretty sure I saw a small room at Jamina's I could use, and I wonder if that would be a good idea. Those things are gonna be... which, if you... yeah. I don't have a crystal yet. Alright, I still need to talk to Nisha, though. You walk up to Nisha's home and knock. Whoa. Yeah, Ruth and Nisha. Valeria, I know why you're here. You want to talk about what happened? Yeah. I've been worried about you. I guess that's fair. It's not every day you see a tornado of art supplies. You seem to have made yourself some interesting friends. How about going to our usual spot and talking about it? Sure, let's go. Go, beach. You and Nisha head to the beach. You feel like she's walking closer to you than usual. You arrive at the beach and sit on a couple of rocks. So, first you have to promise not to laugh. I am a witch. If there's one person who's going to listen to someone about feisty spirits, it's me. I know, it's just the only person who ever believed me was the village witch, so I'm more used to people not believing me. What kind of spirits are they exactly? The last witch called them fibbly nibblies, but I don't know if that's a real thing or not. I've never heard of them, but that doesn't mean anything. Spirits aren't exactly my forte. They got me into so much trouble as a kid. They'd pull on whoever was sitting in front of me's hair. They'd knock supplies off shelves. They'd even eat each other kids' lunches. Then I would yell at them to stop and get scolded for shouting in the middle of class, and everyone thought I was acting out for attention, but that wasn't the case. I knew everyone would think I was weird if I told them the truth, so I hid it, and that just made things worse. Yeah. If the witch believed you, how come she didn't give you a cleansing spell? She tried, but Gran once again believed everything was fine. She thought I'd outgrow it. Clearly I haven't. The witch left soon after that. It's a good thing I'm here then. Time to vanish. No. See, the problem is they're my friends. Your friends? Yes, but they ruined your childhood. Yeah, they got me into a lot of trouble, sure, but they're the ones who introduced me to art. And we used to get along most of the time, just people don't understand them or me. Instead of listening to me, people would be like, just stop, which in turn made things worse. Okay, now I'm lost. This is turning out to be story time with Nisha, isn't it? You notice Nisha fidgeting a lot with her hands. She must be feeling nervous still. Here. Hands. She looks up at you and smiles. Thanks, Valaria. It looks like she's calmed down a little bit. This is hard to talk about, but here goes. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to do funny accents. You know, I failed. I'm sorry. Today is not accents day. Today is me reading to you day. Well, trying not to yawn because apparently I needed to yawn. I apologize. I'm home alone one day, as I usually am, because Gran worked a lot. I hear this weird chattering coming from outside, so I go and I take a look. Except I don't see anything. But then I hear it again, but a little further off. So I follow it, but every time I think I've caught up, it's just a little further away. Eventually, the chattering leads me to the old art studio. Gran boarded up after my parents died, since they ran it. I hear the chattering again, except it's coming from inside this time. I pry loose a board off one of the windows and go inside, and that's when I see everything. Canvases, brushes, paints, charcoals, and more. It was like stumbling into a wonderland. Every time I think I'd found everything, their chattering led me to more supplies. Before I knew it, it's night, and I've created all this stuff. That's when I hear Gran and a group of villagers into the studio. It ends up they've been looking for me. I hide, thinking I'm in trouble, but no, Gran's just happy that I'm safe. I swear I saw a tear gun on her face as she looked around the art studio, the only tear I've ever seen from her. She then declares that the village will reopen the studio, and from then on I spend most of my time there. And the Fibbly Nibblies, I chatted with them every day while I worked, bouncing ideas off them and stuff. Without them, I wouldn't be the artist I am today. Wow. I mean, that's fair. Meeting them could be fun. I've never really introduced them to anyone before. They tend not to like anyone else, though. They get jealous easily. Do you think there's anything you can do to help me, or rather us? As I mentioned before, spirits aren't my forte, and you also want them to stick around, so I'll have to think about it. I wonder if they're mad I left for school. Could be. Nisha stands up and takes a big breath. Well, that's my story then. Now you all know all about the Fibbly Nibblies. Are you gonna head back to the studio? Yeah. I should probably get to cleaning. They should have hopefully calmed down. They tend to after a big blow up. If there's anything I can do, make sure to let me know. Yeah, will do. Well, I should get going now. Thanks again for the chat. Sure, anytime. Pluto. Interesting. That's the planet of connection and boundaries, especially in relation to spirits and such. That's fair. If she's dealing with spiritual stuff, then, you know, the symbol that equates to it makes sense. Not surprising, considering Nisha's strange relationship with the Fibbly Nibblies. Yeah, incorporating something associated with Pluto could help Nisha. Time to write that in my grimoire. Yes, I now have everybody's everything except crystals. Alright, Jean. You walk up to Jean's cafe. Jean's baking something super yummy. Oh, no, I want pastries. I should have had handmade scones. I should have asked Dad to make scones, and I didn't, and now I have regrets because the idea of scones just sounds so good. You walk into the cafe and you notice there's only one customer, but you can't tell who they are behind the newspaper they're reading. Hey, Jean, Valaria, what are you doing here? Is that how you greet all your customers? I brought you your spell. The release charm. What is this? The release charm you asked for? I didn't ask for that, but I got a letter from you. Don't tell me you're refusing a spell again. You thought you were past that. I never sent a letter. You hear the rustling of the newspaper and you look over at the other customer. You see them wearing oversized sunglasses and a hat. Maybe they have a mustache too. When you make eye contact, they quickly pull the newspaper back up. Eavesdropper, but the letter had your name on it. I told you I never wrote that letter. Maybe you wrote it in your sleep? I do not write letters in my sleep! I know! You have a twin! I do not have a twin. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to get back to the person reading the newspaper clears their throat and Jean looks over at them. I think I have an explanation, says the customer. The customer drops the newspaper and removes her hat, sunglasses, and mustache? Oh, Mel. Can you just, like, because you can imagine the glasses over the glasses with the mustache and the sniffle nose and a hat, and it just... It doesn't work. I heard of the spell, Jean. Mel, you should be home. You're still sick. You didn't realize that customer was your wife? Jean. He's been too wrapped up in baking madeleines to notice much these days. Just go and look at the trash. You walk over to the trash can, it's filled with the brim madeleines. They're all failures. And how would you know? Did you let anyone try them? Oh, these madeleines are failures, but they smell so good and they look baked to the perfect light cold. I do not serve failure at this cafe. Jean and Mel continue to call, but you can't take your eye off the trash can. You can feel the madeleines radiating heat. They are fresh, up against water. There doesn't seem to be anything else in this trash can, so really it's just a bin full of fresh, perfectly baked madeleines. I mean, you could totally... All because one critic said that. Critic again. Who cares about the critic? And there's a whole bin of madeleines in front of you. Eat madeleines. Yes, Valeria, there's no need to hold back now. Just reach your hand in. Valeria, what are you doing? They were cool. I know that's a lie, but they were. 1,000 little voices saying, eat me. Those voices were in your stomach. You know what? Mel's right. This tyranny ends today. I never said anything about tyranny. You take your hand and shove it into the trash bin of madeleines. Take a fistful of madeleines. No, fuck it. You all guys with Johnny's, you shove the fistful of madeleines in your mouth. Who cares that you can barely chew them? They're finally in your mouth, and that's all that matters. You just ate from the what? Does that bother you? Next thing you know, Mel shoves her hand in the trash bin full of madeleines, locks eyes with Jean, and shoves a fistful of madeleines into her mouth. She coughs from hardly being able to breathe, but she's just... And you know what? Honestly, the best way I've ever described this sort of thing so I was doing a paper on, and I had to maintain eye contact with people, and there was this lady at a Orange Julius in a mall, and I caught her eye, and she got so angry that I was looking at her, that she was like deadpan staring at me with her ice cream, just eating her ice cream, and I'm like, ma'am. And it's that, like, it's the toddler stare down when they've got something in their hand you're not getting out, and they shove the whole thing in their mouth, and they look at you like, try me, fucker. Try me. And you're like, oh my god. Why did you just eat that? You both just ate. You tried to keep your eyes locked on John, but the buttery flavor, this light, fluffy texture, like a delicate cloud of magic. It's true magic. Jean, these are truly... You see Jean's expression change from horror to Jean. Let me make some tea. Jean runs off to the kitchen and brings a tea tray. Let me grab a platter for the madeleines. Mel grabs a platter, puts some madeleines on it, and brings it back to the table. Jean, you simply must serve these at the festival, though ideally not from the trash bin. Would you ever think these were bad? Jean and Mel look at each other. There was a critic who came to the cafe. I didn't know he was coming until a few hours before, so I rushed and baked some madeleines along with a few other things. But while rushing to get everything, I forgot about the madeleines and let them bake too long. The next day he said my dry madeleines revolted him in his review. I see, but that's the only negative review Jean's Cafe has ever gotten, isn't that right? Wow, really? That's impressive. Exactly. That's why I ordered the release charm. You ordered the spell? That explains the weird letter. Mel, I just want you to move on from that one single critic who caught you on the wrong day. Yeah, honestly, he probably knew that when he wrote that review. When I had my issues with the city, you had your idea to move out here so I could be happy, so I could get away from all the people who didn't think I was capable. I realized how much of a sacrifice that was for you, and this charm is my way of telling you not to let those kinds of people get you down. You're so talented, Jean. It's not worth spending your time on people who think otherwise. Thank you. Is John smiling? I suppose you won't be needing that curse? Curse? What curse? Coven Politan says the most advanced wishes to perform curses, and Valeria, you're still a witch in training. No, I don't think so. I should start preparing the ingredients for batter. That way we can make it a day or so ahead, and then bake all the madeleines the day of. We can serve local tea blends along with them. Yes, I think that's an excellent idea. Honestly, madeleines and tea sound like a phenomenal addition to a festival, and if I could literally go up and get like a large oolong with like cream and sugar and a basket of hot madeleines, I would probably eat my weight in madeleines and die from the caffeine overdose from just drinking tea. But it would be a glorious, buttery, flaky, cakey death. Let me write that down on my to-do list. I have a meeting with the vendors coming up so I can mention it to them. It won't be too much work. Not at all. Mel raises her cup of tea. To the festival. To the festival. To the festival. Jean and Mel chug the rest of their tea. Let's do this. Yeah. Suddenly, Jean and Mel take off, leaving you at the table. But you overhear them talking, Maybe you should consider writing that cookbook you've been thinking about after the festival. I keep all my recipes in my head. Jean memorizes all his recipes? Maybe writing them down would be good. Also, please help me best. Fine. Hey, doesn't Shumina's shop have an old journal? I bet Jean could use that. And I could enchant it for him, too. I wonder if that'd be a good idea. Talk to Devin. You arrive at the studio. You don't hear any music coming from inside, though. I wonder if Devin is actually in here. You open the door and see Devin sitting by the window. Valaria, you're here. Devin runs over to you. Do you have it? Do you have it? Whoa! I assume you mean the spell? Yes, this looks perfect. So you've got a song written then. Yeah, I do. After all the community talk of the full moon ritual, I thought talking to some local musicians would help. Smart. Finally. So Mel introduced me to some of them. After I finished speaking with them, I sat down and just wrote and wrote and wrote, and things finally clicked. Yeah, I'm sharing with Mel and Ruth today, but I wanted you to be the first one to hear it. Really? Mm-hmm. Even with everything that's happened, I could write. I think this is supposed to be couldn't. I could write this song because of you. Maybe? I don't know. But no more runes, okay? Yes. If I start to panic, I want to figure out how to work through it. But not force my way through it, if that makes sense. Yeah, I get it. So, you want to hear it? Of course. Show me your masterpiece. Well, I don't know if it's a masterpiece, but I'm pretty proud of it. Hey, if you're proud of it, it can be a masterpiece to you. Devin takes a seat and brings out their guitar. Honestly, this is like the weirdly cute image of, like, this makes him not look like a page boy. This makes him look like an adult, not like a child. As they do, suddenly you feel transported somewhere else, sitting on a fire with old friends, a bright, sunshine-filled garden. Yes, bite garden. You can taste something savory, perhaps it's a stew. You realize these are all places and things of comfort. There's a brightness to it, a sense of optimism. Even with long, hard days ahead, there will always be something good on the other side. As the chorus swells, you get a feeling of reassurance that all your work will pay off, and somehow everything seems possible. Everyone will work together, and the collective energy will ensure that the Harvest Festival is a success. They won't even need a witch's blessing, and somehow you feel like that's exactly how it should be. Devin's song comes to an end. They take a deep breath. I'm sorry, I know they're supposed to be an adult, but here, they look like a child. They look like they're maybe, if you're lucky, 15. And I know you're supposed to be a witch in training, but you're technically supposed to be an adult, so you're probably at least 17. I can't say anything. Hound's years younger than me. So, what do you think? Was that some sort of spell? That was amazing. I felt like I was bewitched or something. I don't understand it. Wow, it was just a normal song. Why did that piece of music affect you so much? I wonder if your music had such a strong effect because we're friends. Perhaps the strength of our bond amplified the power of the song. You see Devin turn bright red. Now I'm the speechless one. But of course, there's still the matter of playing for Ruth and Mel. That's the real reason I asked for the spell. When do you have to play for them? I'll probably head over a little bit after you leave. You know Devin asked you not to use runes anymore, but you still feel compelled to help further. Devin said they wanted something that would help them work through their fear. Perhaps there is something more you can do. Devin, have you ever heard of countdown meditation? I don't want to risk the confidence spell with any other magic. Oh no, it's not magic. Not really magic. It's one of the techniques witches use to quiet the mind before performing magic. I don't see why a non-witch couldn't use it too, especially before something like a musical performance. Of course, we only have to try it if you want. Devin looks apprehensive. You can't blame them either. How much experience do you have with this? In all honesty, it's one of the things I probably need to practice more. I know the basic principles, but I'm not always successful in pulling it off. But I think it'll help the effectiveness of the confidence sense, and increase your confidence in general without the spell. Let's try it then. Maybe this is the kind of technique I've been looking for. I think it's because they hold their hands in front of them in like that closed position. It doesn't help the You know, I'm totally not just a 14-year-old page boy trying to look innocent. Ugh. Alright, let's get started then. You take the confidence, incense, and light them. You take a seat across from Devin. Let's close our eyes. We're going to count down from 10. For each number, we'll focus on something. I usually use colors. There are currently 10 different colors in my garden, so we can work with those. So what am I doing? I'm going to say a number and a color, and I want you to focus on that color. The idea is to force your brain to focus on something other than your anxiety. Okay, let's start. 10. Red rose. Devin takes a deep breath. You can tell they're still uncomfortable, but you're glad they're trying. 9. Maybe this will work. The orange calendula. 8. Yellow yarrow. They take another deep breath. This one is noticeably more deeper and longer than their initial one. You notice your breath is also deeper and longer too. 7. Green rosemary. Devin's shoulders relaxed. You're impressed they've made it this far. Your mind usually starts to wander right now. 6. Blue pea flower. Devin takes another deep breath. 5. Pink hollyhock. You notice their knees relax, and they fall a little closer to the ground. Feel yourself sink into your seat, sort of moment. 4. Purple lavender. Their head drops. Are they asleep? 3. Burgundy geranium. Devin takes an even deeper, long breath. No, they're not asleep. In and out. There we go. You could sense the focus in that breath. 2. White chamomile. Almost there. 1. Black olive. Devin completely relaxes and takes another long, deep breath. You allow them to sit there for an extra moment. You're impressed by how well they've done, though you really won't know until they reopen their eyes. Devin, open your eyes. Devin raises their head and slowly opens their eyes. Their panic and sense of unease that was there before are gone. Are you sure that wasn't magic? I feel so much calmer now. Calmer, but not out of it or like sleepy. Like I feel like I can do things. Like I want to go do things. This is weird. That's probably part of the meditation and part the incense. Wow. I think I'm ready to play for Ruth and Mel. That's great. Do you want me to go with you? Actually, I think I'll go on my own. I think I've got the confidence this time. And it's all thanks to you. Remember, witchcraft is a melding of energies, so it's not just mine. I guess you're right. Sometimes I wish I had something to carry with me all the time. Like something to remind me of the power of my own energy. Something to carry? Oh, is that silly? No, not at all. Sorry, I was just a little lost in thought is all. I should get going. I don't want to keep Nell and Ruth waiting. Thanks again for all your help, Gloria. Of course. Anytime. Devin wants something they can always carry. What about a locket at Jamina's store? Maybe I could craft something out of that. Maybe I could haggle down the price, too. Alright. I've talked to everyone. Alright. Ta-da! Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more days. We got this. I might change the outfit again, just a little bit. You're not going to be able to see stuff, and I'm sorry. Definitely not the page boy. The shorts was cute. Ooh, the ruffles shows off tattoos. That's kind of cute in a way. This is so Howls. And Kiki's. We're gonna go crocheted, and there's nothing. We're gonna switch it up a little bit, and there's nothing no one can do, and it's gonna be ridiculous and adorable. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I found a hat that I liked. Some of these outfits are just so delightfully wild. I have updated her look just a little bit. You'll get to see it later. Every now and then, gotta change out the wardrobe, you know? Except me, because it's cold. When it gets warmer, it'll be less cardigans, more tank tops. Ta-da! I like the little, like, flowers and the cute cardigan, you know, outfit. You've got a shiny thing for me? One treat coming up. This place really does have a lot of crystals. What is it this time? Ooh! Selenite. The crystal always reminds me of the moon. What a lovely shade of white. Definitely using this later. Thanks again, Ramsey. Oh, yeah. Super cute. Excellent. We got space for the others. When the selenite appears, we'll put it down, but for right now. Alright, let's get some orders going, and then we'll probably do a reading. Oh, Valeria, I did it again. I know I didn't mean to, but I couldn't stop it. I know I need to take things easier. I know I need to balance everything better, but it's so hard. Do you have a potion or anything that can help? I'm so overwhelmed. Best regards, Mel. Mel, we had to talk about the magic. Ma'am, we had to talk about this. We had to talk. Oh. Yo, Valeria, I want to try and fix my relationship with my crew. I think I'm ready to take responsibility for my actions the other day instead of beating myself up over them. Maybe an oil or something could help. Thanks, Jonas. Hey, Valeria, I want to figure out how to talk to the Fibbly Nibblies, but they're too strong. I know I need to figure out how to change things between us, but I need to know where to find answers. Do you have an oil for that? Nisha. Antiques discounted. Whoa, big discounts. Caca. Yeah, talk about perfect timing. I don't think I'd be able to afford Gemma's antiques otherwise. And there are some items I'm thinking of crafting. Caw. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm still figuring them out, but I'll make sure to tell you when I know. Caca. You wonder why Jamina's put everything on sale? Maybe she's sick of having her inventory laying around, but we should definitely check out that sale. Oh, heck yeah. First things first, sale. Oh, did you get my letter? Does that mean you're here to buy my antiques? I sure hope it is. I'm thinking about doing a bit of rebranding after the festival. Maybe something like Jamina's Common Goods. Nothing exciting sold here. Not that I'm not glad you've been a loyal customer during your stay, but I need more than one customer to keep the shop opening. That's enough of me. Enjoy the low prices. Yes. I bought all the antiques. They're mine now. Now I'm gonna enjoy the garden. To be a cozy little garden witch in a cozy little garden. Making spells for the local populace. Being a cozy little witch in a cozy little garden. Now to make some spells. Alright. Potion, first and foremost. Excellent. to stop getting overwhelmed. So we'll start with some rosemary, and then the blue pea flower, and last but not least, some pink hollyhock. Boundaries potion. Nice. Next up, an oil to help him apologize. So, yep, start with the rose, because heart. And then I'm gonna assume the blue pea flower, yeah, and then hollyhock. Lots of hollyhock today. I suppose technically anything above for once is a lot. Forgive oil. That's sweet. Alright, and last but not least, an oil to help her figure out what to do. So, plants-wise, we're starting with the rosemary again. And then I'm going to assume, yep, the geranium, because of the burgundy. And then the alum to end it all. There we go. Divination potion. Perfect. Let's give ourselves a quick read. Looks deeper into a situation by revealing the past influence, present state, and the future holds for the situation. So now that everything's out in the open, how are we feeling? Let's see. The Hierophant, a teacher or mentor, guidance systems, tradition, and conformity. So a feeling of needing to conform is in the past, which is useful, and, teachers and mentors of the past. The current, the magician, manifestations, focus, communications, scale, and manipulation. We'll work on the communication and the focus, because she does seem to be actually manifesting greater things, having a better ability to communicate, and gaining skill as well as focus. In the future, the High Priestess, inner knowing, intuition, introspection, dreams, and isolation. There's always going to be a negative to the positive. If you look at cards, it's very interesting. But introspection and, intuition is going to be super useful. Alright, off we go to talk to people. Let's talk to Ruth first. You approach Ruth's office. I wonder how the memory incense went. It seems like Ruth found the walking meditation helpful too. You knock on the door. Ruth, are you busy? Valeria, I'm busy, but that doesn't mean I don't have time for a chat. How are you doing? Well, I came here to ask you that. You seem to be in pretty good spirits. I am. I woke up this morning full of energy. Perhaps a little trip up the mountain helped with that. Have you used the memory incense yet? No, actually, I wanted to practice a bit more of what you taught me the other day. But even so, I think getting everything off my chest over the past couple days, and then taking a small break from things, it's all left me feeling unexpectedly rejuvenated. I really need to learn how to just not do anything on a day. Because technically even today, streaming is doing something, as well as, paperwork this morning, and I'm really bad at doing nothing. I suppose knowing what I want has given me some motivation. Nisha and I have already been discussing all the places I should visit, and of course, Mel is starting to make post-festival plans too. She never stops that one. Who knew a young witch could have such a big impact on our small village? I do what I do. As you do. Honestly, I was a little worried in the beginning, but I knew Margie had her reasons for sending you. You really think my Gran planned this? Planned might be a strong term, but she probably saw an opportunity. I get the feeling the Gran I know is different from the one you know. That's possibly true. Your family is known for being rather strict. Perhaps Margie saw a bit of herself in you, and wanted you to have the option to go down a different path than the one she took. I don't know what path that is. Ruth, maybe it's just the one that sent you here. But I don't have to. I have to leave. Suddenly you hear footsteps running down the hall. Mayor, we have a course. Oh, Valeria, sorry, am I interrupting? Nope. I think we were just wrapping up. Yeah, okay, good. Because you better come quick. The napkins just got delivered, and they are not the ones I specified. Alright, I'm coming. See you later, Valeria. Yep. Maybe I'll circle and come drop stuff off to her later. This feeling again, is that selenite? It's the crystal for wisdom and unblocking energy. Crystal symbols. Yeah, that would be a good addition to Ruth's enchanted bosom. Let me take a note of it in my grimoire. Yeah, got the first crystal. See, is white. So we're gonna leave her for last because I'm gonna assume that Chris is gonna take a hot second. You walk up to Jean's cafe and see closed on the door, but the lights are on. That's strange. Maybe I'll take a quick peek to see if Jean is here. You walk back to the kitchen where you hear someone furiously whisking. You pop your head through the door and see Jean standing over a massive bowl of batter. He looks up at you. You look at Jean. Jean nods his head and gives you a thumbs up. You take that as saying everything is fine. Thank you for the release spell and for eating the madeleines out of the trash. It was highly effective, but now I have a lot of batter to make in a very little time. And while I would love to share my delicious baked goods with my favorite witch in training, okay, maybe that's pushing it, but I need to focus on it right now. Please come back at a later time. Salute. You leave the cafe with an empty stomach, but a full heart. I can't wait to taste even more of those madeleines. I'm so glad John's recipe worked out. Huh? This feeling again. Shade. I like the green. I do. I actually really like the green. The crystal of success and grounding. I could see how that would suit Jean. Yeah, I'll add that to my grimoire. Talk to Jonas. You see Jonas and Caesar at the festival grounds and walk over to them. Hey, Valaria. Woof, woof. You got the spell I asked for? Let me see. Yep. One forgive oil. You hand Jonas the forgive oil. You can tell he's feeling apprehensive about it. You worried it's gonna backfire? No, actually, I'm just afraid it won't work at all. What if my crew doesn't forgive me? Or even worse, what if they forgive me but I lose my temper again? Then it means using the spell is pointless. Eesh. If Jonas is this worried about the spell, it really won't work. Nothing will work with that attitude, so we need to figure out something else, don't we? Am I doomed? You can tell a massive freak-out meltdown is imminent, but you really don't want to try anything that can make it worse. Think, Valeria. Think. Oof, oof. Huh? What is it, Caesar? Oof. Oof. Is something wrong? Caesar rolls over onto his back. I think he wants pets. Woof, woof. I think he definitely wants pets. Jonas starts giving Caesar belly scritches. Yeah, who's a good boy? Caesar looks at you. Woof, woof. I think he wants you to pet him too. It is the only way. He's so soft and fluffy. You and Jonas keep petting Caesar. He seems very, very... I mean, he's a golden. Getting his belly rubbed. Yeah, of course he's happy. But you realize you feel very, very happy too. You look at Jonas. He also seems very, very happy. Could it be that Caesar sensed both of your stress levels rising? Caesar stands up and does a big shake. I guess he's had his fill. Yeah, I'm gonna stretch. Join the dog. Stretching out your shoulders can be so good for you. Oh, it almost popped my back. I am feeling more relaxed now. Stretched out my back nicely though. Yeah, me too. Are you ready to give that forgive oil a shot? I still don't feel ready, to be honest. Obviously, I love petting Caesar, but I feel like I need something I can do to just, I don't know, prepare my brain for this stuff. Does that make sense? It totally does. Hang on, let me think. You notice your mind feels clearer now you've pet Caesar. Maybe the dog's some sort of familiar? Anyway, Jonas needs something to prepare his mind to use magic, but it sounds like he needs something to break his negative thought patterns. You know, he asked for magical words before him. Maybe words are exactly what he needs. Hey Jonas, have you ever heard of affirmations? I feel like I've heard Mel mention those before. Haha, I have affirmations. Just one step at a time. You got this. She probably has. They're a pretty common tool, which is used to give themselves a quick boost. Are they magical? They're more like a focusing tool, I would say. I find them pretty helpful, and they're simple if you want to try them out. And also, maybe today is not an improve yourself day. Maybe it can be an accept yourself and get through the day instead kind of day. Fat Burb gives advice. And that is, as long as you survive today, that means you have 100% success rate of surviving days like today. be that good, bad, or sideways, you have a 100% success rate of surviving days like today already. So you know what? Just one foot in front of the other. And then later on tonight, you get to lay down. You just get to lay down and maybe scroll your phone a little bit or eat something tasty or, I don't know, just sleep. Sometimes just a nap is exactly what you need. Debating a nap later. Probably not. Nothing weird will happen. Nope. And we'll only start with using a few so you don't get overwhelmed. Alright, then how do we do these affirmations? First, we need to identify what exactly is making you feel anxious. So let's start maybe with 3 key things. Okay, one is definitely that I'm not working hard enough to overcome my anger. Second one would be, well, that I'm just a bother to other people like Mel and Jonas and my crew. Third, if I try to talk to people about how I feel, they'll think I'm weak. Are those good? Yep. Let's start with working to overcome your anger. Okay, so working to overcome your anger. But it's not just anger, right? No, anger is usually the result when everything gets to be too much. And I'm working on that, or at least I have in the past, but I feel like it's not enough. But you are working on it. Yeah, of course. So how about we come up with an affirmation about making progress instead, to help you focus on how you're working on it and making your progress. Mel always says progress isn't linear. Maybe she's right. So how about I am overcoming my challenges steadily each day. Every day presents a new chance for growth, or my efforts are worthy. I can envision my success now. I am overcoming my challenges steadily each day. I am overcoming my challenges steadily each day. I really am, aren't I? Yep. See, just saying it out loud helps, doesn't it? Affirmations are intense. Next, let's do your relationship with friends and family. You're afraid you're too much for people, as in you need too much help? Then I guess that they constantly have to be worrying about me. Now, it's bad to think about other people at all, but I mean more like they have to manage me. I don't want them to feel that way. Do they make you feel that way when you try to tell them how you're feeling? Not usually. I mean, there have been people in the past, but they were also kind of mean. I feel like you need to believe that other people care about you, and that they're listening to you isn't just managing you, but it's showing that they care about you. Yeah, maybe. So how about I am loved and valued by my friends and family. People admire and respect me. I am worth it. I recognize my worth, and my life is full of love. I am loved and valued by my friends and family. I am loved and valued by my friends and family. Come on. Wow, saying that out loud feels weird even though I know it's true. Then you just need to practice until it doesn't feel weird. Yeah, you're right. And lastly, communication. You're afraid if you tell people how you're feeling, they'll look down on you. Yeah, like I'd be a terrible leader, or that I can't handle anything in general. It catches people off guard that I get overwhelmed and need time to cool down. Like being around people, but sometimes it can be too much. Ah, honey, welcome to the life of being an ambivert, where you're okay sometimes and then just not. But I also know that the only way for people to know that is for me to tell them. I like to believe people are more understanding than I sometimes want to give credit. But there's always that fear, you know? I guess if I tell them and they still don't listen, then maybe it's not my problem anymore then. I don't know. Let's try an affirmation saying your wants and needs are valid. You're right that some people will respect that, but others won't. But that doesn't change the validity of your wants and needs. How about we go with something like, my needs are valid, communication is strength, I am worthy of being heard, listening is a form of love. My wants and needs are the keys to my success. Now, I am worthy of being heard, listening is a form of love. I am worthy of being heard, and listening is a form of love. Jonas seems taken aback by his own words. You have a good feeling about this affirmation. Yeah, I like that. Great, we've got 3 affirmations. Let's go over them one more time. I am overcoming my challenges steadily each day. Now the second one, I am loved and valued by my friends and family. And lastly, I am worthy of being heard, and listening is a form of love. I feel like I can already feel my mindset changing by just saying those 3 affirmations today. Just imagine how they'll make you feel with even more practice. When you feel ready, go ahead and use the forgive oil if you think you need the extra push. Thanks a lot, Royer. You know, Mel's always burning candles and stuff when she does her thinking stuff. I wonder if she'd let me borrow one when I'm practicing, but maybe I should just focus on those affirmations first. Candles. What, is it a bad idea for something? No, not at all. It got me thinking, but it's nothing. Well, I should get going. Of course, make sure to let me know how the affirmations go. Will do. Candle. Pretty sure the Shurop has an old candle holder. I could probably put something together for Jonas using that. talk to Nisha. You approach the art studio, and what you think is Nisha pacing back and forth. If you're not gonna let me work, I don't know what to do. She must be fighting with the Fiddly Nibblies again. I better get in there. You walk into the studio. Hilaria, I am at my wit's ends. Do you have that spell I asked for? Let me see. Here it is. Divination oil. Perfect, divination oil. This should let me talk with them, right? Not entirely. Also, I wouldn't recommend trying that again after our last attempt. You do have a close relationship with the Fiddly Nibblies, but that relationship is too strained to confront them directly without an experienced witch. Then what's the point of this oil? I feel like I'm almost there with figuring out how to this community mural project. Is there any way to figure out what to do without talking directly to the Fiddly Nibblies? Is there a way? None of these are good options. No, it should be something that you experience until you don't want the Fiddly Nibblies to destroy the studio again. Maybe you could figure out what to do, but not at the studio. Safely away from those spiteful spirits. You did sense Nisha's desires for the divination oil from her letter. Is there a form of divination you could do? That's it. Let's do a tarot reading and see what the cards say. Is that something you can actually do? Of all the forms of divination, it's the one I'm most familiar with, yes. Of course, I'm still learning, but there aren't consequences with tarot readings. Well, at least nothing like spirits wrecking your art studio. Let's try it then. If you've never had a tarot reading, they're actually quite fun and can be very insightful if done well. I have one at my place. We can do it there. Yeah, that's probably best. Who knows what the Fiddly Nibblies would try if we did it here. Let's get going then. You and Nisha make your way to your home. You and Nisha make your way to your home? Wow, I haven't been in here in ages. It still looks the same as I remember it. Yeah, I didn't bother to change anything considering I'm not here for that long. But, well, that and I kind of like the place it is already. I keep my deck on the altar. Let's do the reading there. You and Nisha stand over the altar. First, let's apply this oil. Okay. And then let me shuffle the cards to cleanse them of their old energy. That is the valid thing to do, by the way. You take the cards in your hands and shuffle them a few times. So one of the ways I do is basically the pull and combine or the pull and flip method and then flip the inside out. My cards are well loved and well used and... what can I say? I'm a tarot person. So how does this work? First, we need to decide what spread we want. I think a 4-card spread would be best. As I said, I'm still learning, and so I'd like to avoid the more complex ones, if that's all right. As long as I get answers. I think more of it is guidance than answers. Let's just get started. You draw 4 cards. Ooh. 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 The first card will tell us the problem we're facing, the second card is the obstacle, the third card is the recommended action we take, and lastly the 4th card shows the outcome. Sounds straightforward enough. Well, we can see if that remains true once we flip these cards. Let's see what the first card is. The Magician. Wow, these cards are beautiful. Did you draw them yourself? No, actually my gran made this deck for me. Our family's custom is that the head witch gives a tarot deck to their apprentices once they start training. I feel like you can learn a thing or two from your gran. She's an excellent artist. Anyway, what does this card mean? So this is the Magician, depicted by a plant called Dittany of Crete. This card symbolizes skill, focused energy, and manifestations. Though we're reading this card for a tricky situation, the card is probably telling us that there's a lack of these things. I have skills. I don't think this card necessarily means your artistic skill in this case. Remember, we're asking what to do about the Fiddly Nibblies. I think in this case, the card is saying maybe you and their energies are out of sync. Somehow you aren't communicating effectively, so you can't harness each other's energies. What do you think? I guess it's figuring out how to communicate then, but we tried that and it didn't work. I wouldn't say that was our best attempt though. So the card is telling us there's something more we can do there. Maybe we should go ahead and turn to the next card. The Devil. So our obstacle is the Devil. Now this one makes perfect sense. Hang on, this card might not mean what you think it does, but it does mean that there is some sort of chaos going on in your life, perhaps some manipulation and confusion. But I remember when my gran talked to me about this card and why she chose the Sundew to represent it. And I was like, it's carnivorous, duh. And she said, yes, that was part of it. But when people first started collecting the sundews, they thought they were the most darling plants. And then they discovered they were carnivorous. Someone exclaimed that sundews were then vegetable wickedness. and my grand thought that was hysterical. When you're dealing with the devil, sometimes you need to just laugh at the absurdities of things. Sometimes by not embracing the chaos, you cause more friction. I have been trying to cut them out of my life more recently, more so than I did when I was younger. Even then, it's not like they didn't cause trouble. I liked the Fiddly Nibblies, but it was exhausting being the weird girl in class. I just wanted to fit in. Did you ever think you were weird? What? No, I always thought I was fine. It was everyone else. I could be myself with the Fiddly Nibblies. Let's pull the next card. Temperance. So temperance represents the actions you can take. This is interesting. Is it in a good or bad way? Well, it implies something in your life needs healing. And since this reading is regarding the Fiddly Nibblies and what you should do about them, it might be that the two of you need to do some healing work, which is a step beyond communication. I tried asking what they wanted before. I feel like that wasn't the right approach. It might be more what both of you want. Temperance usually means something along the lines of cooperation and finding harmony. The other curious thing is temperance is number 14, while the devil is number 15. So if you can heal your relationship, you might find harmony in the chaos. But how do I heal my relationship with them? You said you used to play with them as a kid, right? Yeah? Have you tried that recently? No, I mean, I'm not a kid anymore. So maybe it's not playing with them like when you were a kid, but somehow still including them in your life. You said they were a big source of your creativity, so maybe it's something along those lines. Maybe you're right. Well, so what's the outcome? The outcome is the Empress. What's so funny about that? The Empress is a card of creativity, uncontrolled creativity at that. It's also a card of nurture. If there was a card to represent you, I think this would be it. The Empress. I think I could work with that. Like this chick in a different context, like all I picture is like, think like maybe she would have been the chick with the big 70s hair and she ruled the discotheque. That is entirely her vibe. She gives us, girl, I'm gonna, like the delightful African-American lady boss bitch vibes. That is her. And I love it for her, and that is honestly why I agree with the Empress would be pretty good for her. But what could apply for me in the Fiddly Nibblies? Well, so it sounds like if you're able to find balance with the Fiddly Nibblies, you might become even more creative. What I had thought was holding me back on my life might be my way forward. That's what the cards seem to say. Of course, this is going to take some work on your end. Yeah, it will. There's not much time either. Maybe this festival piece can be the start of something new with the Fiddly Nibblies. Yeah, maybe it could be. I wish there was some way to at least set us up to work peacefully together. Devin always said that you can sort all your problems over a cup of tea. Tea, huh? That gives you an idea. If only life were that simple. I'm gonna head back to the studio. Maybe I can start to refigure things out there. Sounds good. I'm glad the tarot reading seemed to help. I've never done a reading for anyone else before. It was an exciting experience. Here's to both of us learning new things today. I'll get going. Nice again for your help, Valeria. Jamina has that old teapot in her store. Wonder if I can make something with that. Nisha might not realize it, but Devin is onto something. Back out to the village. Still got stuff to do, like talk to Devin. I wonder how Devin's meeting with Ruth and Mel went yesterday. They seemed confident enough. You knock on the music studio door. Valeria, I'm so glad you're here. Whoa, did I do something? Yes, you helped me big time. The countdown meditation along with the confidence spell really worked. Ruth and Mel loved the song I composed. Really? That's great to hear, though I wouldn't give myself too much credit. You're the one who wrote the song, after all. Yeah, but without your help, I would have been too nervous about playing it properly, Oh, Devin. You're too sweet. It's true, though. I really don't know what I would have done without you, or what I'm gonna do without you. Devin, Valeria, you go first. No, you. It's just these past weeks have been really great, even with all their ups and downs. I was about to say the same thing, but let's not focus on the sad stuff just yet. We still got a few days, and then there's the festival. What's left for you to do before the festival? Now that the song got approved, the musicians need to practice it. I don't think it'll be too hard, though. They all seem pretty skilled. I also offered to help finalize the lineup and run the stage for the festival. Wow. You're gonna run the whole show. Devin, sovereign of the stage. Oh geez, that's too much. Besides, it's really about the musicians and Flora. I'm pretty excited though. It feels really good to bring all the musicians together. I think we're really gonna capture the spirit of Flora with our music together. It's really great seeing you this excited. Well, we'll see how we feel the day of. I think you're going to be just fine. As an artist, let's get some light in here while I'm thinking about it. It's been a while. Let's get a shade open, shall we? Get some more light in here. There we go. As the shade automatically does the thing I told it not to do, which is close. Come on, shade. I believe in your ability to stay open. I could have sworn I had a cat behind me at one point, but I guess not. As an artist, it feels like I should want to be the center of attention. Maybe too much light. Can't see my screen. And there's expectations that I should constantly be putting myself out there. Ugh, I feel that one. But it's so exhausting, and then I spend all my time stressing out about I could be working on composing or collaborating with other musicians instead, you know? I don't get why making art never actually feels like it's about making the art. Does that make sense? I think so. Basically, you want to make music without all the other stuff. I just want to study witchcraft with all my family's expectations. Those expectations are made up anyway, and for some reason they all just seem to accept it. None of them seem happy about it either. Yeah, that's it exactly. It was kind of amazing when I was honest with everyone at the full moon ritual. Everyone was just alright with it. I've never had that happen before. Usually I get told if I don't do things exactly this way that I'll never make it. Yeah, you gotta do it just like this, or, you know... I think that's nonsense. You know? That's fair. Do it your own way, boo. You do you, boo. Yeah. I'm liking this rebel energy. I'm feeling a little fired up, though maybe I should just calm down a little bit. There's still a festival to focus on. I should probably be getting back to the music, too. Still got lots to do and only a few days left. Yep. Let's do our best. What crystal we get in? Purple. It's filling again. This time it's for amethyst. That'd be perfect for Devin's locket. Purple. Amethyst has protective qualities and helps quiet the mind. So if they don't have time for a countdown meditation, the amethyst could help instead. Let me write this down in my grimoire. Boo, 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 boo. No, there are one. No, we just have these three. Alright. I had not talked to Mel. Please let me find Mel neither sick nor tired. Please let me find Mel neither sick nor tired. You walk into Mel's office, but... Huh? Where's Mel? Oh no, did she not recover? She's supposed to be here. Maybe she just stepped out? I can leave the spell on her desk. Yeah, just put it right in. And that's when you see her. Mel, crouched underneath the desk, muttering something to herself. I did it again. I woke up today and I told myself I wouldn't do it, but I still did. Another Covenpolitan ritual. No, I said yes to everyone. And I said I would handle everything. And now here I am, overwhelmed again. I can't get sick. I need to sleep. The festival preparations won't go well if I don't stay well. Can you just go back and tell everyone no? No, well, I guess I could. Delegation. That's right. I can delegate, or rather re-delegate. But I feel so worked up, I can't even think about that. What would I even delegate? Where would I start? Someday you'll find Mel in a sane state again. Unfortunately, it might be too late to use this boundary spell. You would want to use it before removing your boundaries. Oh no, I messed up your magic again. It's not what I meant. I just have to push through this again, don't I? But I don't want you to help me with that. This is my responsibility and my responsibility alone. Oh, jeez. If you let Mel handle this alone, you know it won't end well. At the same time, using her magic will probably backfire like it did previously. What could help Mel? Maybe make it decaf, but then we'd also have to go to Jean's cafe. There's no way he can see her like this. Then what? Wait, the boundary spell. Maybe it's not too late. We can use it to help Mel re-delegate her tasks. But we need to get her into a state where she can think about re-delegating. Is everything alright? You're being quiet. That's when it hits you. Mel, I have an idea. You do? Can we still use the spell? Not yet, but we're going to do an envisioning exercise. And then, when you feel ready, you can use the boundary spell. Envisioning? Is this some sort of mental exercise? Yep. We're going to envision how you wish things would be. So like envisioning myself re-delegating tasks. I kind of want to go more general than that. Let's try envisioning your perfect day. We can try to form a day where re-delegating isn't even an issue. Having a clear idea of what you want may make it easier for it to happen. And then one more focus, and then the more focused intention will help the boundary spell too. I see. All right, let's try it. Okay, let's get ourselves into a comfortable seated position. You and Mel take seat across from each other. Now, let's take a deep breath. Always start with a deep breath. In and out. And you close your eyes. You feel your jaw drop, and the tension in your forehead falls away. Your shoulders hang loosely with your hands in your lap. Come on, guys, you can do it with me. Your body feels light, yet grounded. Feel yourself in your seat, connected to your seat, up your back, down your arms, up through your neck. And take all that swirlingness and just release it down, release it out through the chair. Now, Mel, we're going to walk through a day in your life, okay? Mel nods her head in agreement. It's morning, and you've just woken up. What do you do? Sean's probably already awake. I can smell coffee and some freshly baked scones from the kitchen. Oh, why you gotta tempt me with scones, Gabe? It's weirdly cute, except they gave her a really terrible airline. I get up, brush my teeth, get dressed, and then sit with him at the table. Also, Jean is like adorably reminds me of like old school Steve from Blue's Clues, but a little bit more buff in the cartoon portions that they'd put him in. I think it's the facial structure and the adorable smile. We talk about what we're going to do that day and say when we expect to get home. Jean heads up before me and I clean up the kitchen before heading to the office. Wonderful. Now, let's take another deep breath. In. And out. Deep breaths out. You can feel your breath deep in your lungs. As you exhale, you feel all the tension leaving your body. Great, now tell me about your walk to the office. It's a beautiful day outside. Most days in Florida are beautiful. Kids are playing by the lake. I can hear Jonas and his crew working hard at the festival grounds. I'm glad Jonas moved out here with us. It feels like he's finally found a place where he fits in. I look over at your cottage, and I'm so happy to see your garden blooming. Finally, things are feeling right again. Before I know it, I have arrived at the town hall to start my day. Very good. Now, let's once again take another deep breath. You and Mel take another deep breath. You can feel your breath deep in your lungs, and as you exhale, you feel all the tension leaving. Now, for your workday, how do you imagine that going? This is supposed to be an ideal situation, right? Yep. Well, I walked into the town hall, and our secretary immediately greets me, and then head up to the mayor's office, and of course she's already working. We have a quick morning meeting to discuss what needs to be done and the state of things, and a few other people join us from various committees. Now, an ideal setting. We all figure out the best way to approach the tasks at hand. The mayor's hands are already full, so I agree to be the one to come to if any problems should arise. Everyone walks away from meeting with a clear list of what's to get done and who's to do it. I have my tasks, but I'm also available to help if needed. Throughout the day, I get asked a few questions and advice on things, but everyone can do their own work, and I trust that they can do their work on their own. Things start falling apart if I don't know what's happening all the time. Okay, now for the end of your day. But first, let's take another deep breath. You and Mel take a deep breath. You can feel the breath deep in your lungs, and as you exhale, all the tension leaves. The end of the day is simple. I stop at the mayor's office to let her know I'm heading out. Then I meet Jean in his cafe. He gives me whatever he's just baked and a cup of tea. And we chit-chat for a little while, but he's still working, so I head home. While I wait for Jean, I sit on the couch and I do some knitting. Then, once he's home, we have a simple dinner, talk a little more, and go to bed. Mel opens her eyes. Not a very exciting, ideal day, is it? It seems a lot more relaxed than your days now. Well, that's partially due to the festival, but I do think could stand to be a bit calmer, and I do believe I have a big part I need to play in that. There aren't many days left into the festival. Maybe for the rest of the day, I'll make a clear plan for the next few days, and tomorrow I'll present it to everyone. Perhaps at this point, it's not worth getting nitpicky about small details, and I'll make sure to use that boundary spell. That way I'll be sure to delegate, instead of being a control freak. So you think the envisioning helped? Yeah, I do. It's crazy how easy it is to forget to think and reflect back sometimes. I wish I had something that could give me the time. Give you the time? Could I make something like that? I guess it's better late than never, but I feel like I've taken up too much of your time. I should let you get going. I'm just glad I could help. I hope your planning goes well. Thanks. Could I make something for Mel that could give her time? You know, Jamina's shop had that old hourglass. I wonder if I could put something together with that. Alright, I believe I've talked to everyone. Pretty sure. Let's check with Ramsey. Ramsey, oh no. How are we doing in preparations? Is there anything I've missed? All the orders are done for today and I've checked in on everyone. Great. Thanks for your help, Ramsey. What would I do without you? Shh. Alright, I've already given him a treat. Check. 1, 2, 3. More days till the festival. Hey Ramsey, I want to talk a little more about that idea I mentioned yesterday. You know, I've had those strange feelings after talking to folks, like sensing colors and stuff. Well, I was thinking about crafting some enchanted items, incorporating what I've been sensing, you know, to help them even after we left. Do you think that's a good idea? What? That's what good witches do, right? I'm not trying to assert my magical skills at all. I just want to help, for real. Yeah. I've already got some ideas on what to craft. I think I've been thinking about it for a while now, but only just realized it. But I wanted to see if that was actually a good idea first. Thanks, Ramsey. Let's enchant some items. Time to write these ideas down in my grimoire. Are there no orders today? No, I'm sad. I already have that. Huh? This is the last crystal? Alright. Yes, I promise to still give you treats even if you don't give me crystals in return. Ooh! Citrine. Wow, this one's gorgeous too. Orange is such an energizing color, don't you think? Thanks for finding all these crystals for me, Ramsey. They'll be good souvenirs. Garden. One cannot neglect a garden. That is one thing my dad taught me. If you truly, wholly give yourself to starting a garden, don't neglect it. Make sure that you spend time with your garden, at least 5 minutes every single day. Even if it's just making sure the plants don't need water, even if it's just trying to find that little quiet 5 minutes amongst the chaos of your day, even if it's just weeding a few little bits here and there. Make sure to take 5 minutes at least in the peace and serenity of the garden that you have created with your own hands deep in that dirt. Dr. Ruth! You walk up to his office and knock on the door. Valaria, hello. Sorry, I'm about to head out to a last-minute meeting. Is everything alright? Yes, but I'll come back later. It's fine. Talk to Mel. Time to check on Mel. I know I said this before, but please let her be okay. You walk up to Mel's office, you see her sitting at her desk. She actually does seem... Valaria, good to see you. Wow, this might be the first time I've seen you not freaking out, exhausted, sick, or hiding. Yeah, you might be right about that. Sorry, was that rude? No, it's true. But I think that's thanks to the visualization exercise we did in the boundaries charm. Oh, did you use it? Mm-hmm. After you left, I actually went through the visualization exercise again, and this morning I held a meeting with the finalized plans and redelegated some tasks. Honestly, I was still worried about people thinking I was lazy or avoiding work by delegating, but I held strong, and no one seemed angry. I think they appreciated that I had a much clearer vision of how things should run, which I guess isn't surprising. But still. Though I do have a question for you. Huh? Sure. Did you really write all those rituals for Coventpolitan? Not all of them, but Avon else had ended up becoming a little more popular than intended. I guess my genius was maybe a little too much. It's not that I'm mad. Well, I am a little. But I just feel so silly for falling for Discord. You really shouldn't. Yes, I should, because you're right about magic. I was just looking for a quick fix or something to help me to cope. I didn't want to take the time to actually deal with what was wrong. I don't think you're being entirely fair to yourself. I did partly write the rituals to make fun of people, which isn't nice. No, of course, but I do feel like I hold some responsibility for my actions. I love this village, Jean, and Jonas, and I want nothing more than to see them succeed. But I can't forget about myself and my well-being, and I want to be successful too, which is why I think I might try to find a teacher after the festival. Not that I want to be a full-fledged witch like you, but you've inspired me to find someone to guide me on my practice, so when I feel like I'm getting lost, I know how to refocus, especially if I'm to become mayor. What do you think? I've never inspired anyone before, but I think that's a really great idea. It's a shame you're only here for 2 weeks. Maybe once you're done with your training, you should come. You see me, I'll take a quick look at the clock. My next meeting. I'm so sorry, Valeria, but I've got to run. Some things never change. I suppose they don't, but I'll see you later, okay? Yep, bye. I wasn't meant for this life. I was meant to be a 16th century peasant getting more days off in the year than I technically worked. This feeling. Is this rose quartz? Ooh, pinkies! The pink. It's the crystal of love, both for yourself and others. They work perfectly for Mel's hourglass. Let me just jot this down in my grimoire. Alright. You walk up to the cafe. It still says closed, but the lights are on, so you know Jean is inside. Is he still making batter? You walk to the kitchen. Yes, you do hear Jean making even more batter. I suppose the more Adelaide's the merrier. You poke your head through the kitchen door. Jean looks at you and gives you another thumbs up. Not back. Come back later. No snacks today. Only work. What? Please leave. I mean, yes, I was trying to, but also why? You gotta say that to my face. You approach the festival grounds. Everything seems to be running smoothly. I wonder how the affirmation forgive oil combo worked out for Jonas. You spot Jonas and Caesar over by the stage. Hey, Valeria. Woof woof. What's up? I was just stopping by to ask how yesterday went. Oh, let's take a seat over here. You and Jonas walk over to a bench and sit. You see, things seem to be going pretty well around here. Yeah, for sure. I was worried for a moment, to be honest. We were still getting stuff done after my freakout, but it was just awkward. Jonas grows serious. Thank you. Huh? Did I do something? The spell, duh. Right. Did you already forget about it? No, I didn't realize that's what you were referring to, okay? I've had a lot of people give up on me in the past, but you worked with me on those affirmations, and I practiced the affirmations like you told me to. When I felt ready, I used the oil and called a meeting, and I was really nervous and all, but when I explained everything, no one was mad, like, me? The crew could tell something was up after that day, but they didn't want to bring it up until I seemed ready. Obviously, I apologized because lashing out like I did is never okay. But then I explained needing space and getting overwhelmed, especially when I'm uncomfortable, and we all agreed to communicate better about our needs and keep an eye out for each other. That's what a good construction crew does. That's what a good group does. Any group. Any group is good when it's looking out for the totality of its members and not hurting people to do so. There you go. Simple as that. It was the first time I've experienced something like this, people actually listening, other than Sean and Mel, of course. One of my crew members mentioned she was also feeling on edge too, because of the festival and the pressure for it to do well, and then everyone else started talking about it too. Before I knew it, we were all talking about how much we wanted the Floralia festival to succeed. Floralia. And how we all want to do... Seriously, I feel like there's a cat behind the couch, and I just can't see them. Because I keep almost seeing stuff. I'm losing my mind. And how we all want to do our best. It never rallied. I've never rallied people like that before. It felt almost cleansing. Wait, did you accidentally give me a cleansing spell? Those are a thing, right? No, I didn't, but I'm really proud of you. Thanks. But to be honest, I couldn't have done it without you. My magic only does half the work. But that's still half. It feels like so much has happened over these past 2 weeks. Even if the festival ends up not meeting your expectations, a lot has changed for the better because of you. I know I've been better since meeting you. You're definitely becoming a better leader, and we still have to see if I become a better witch. All that's left for is the festival. I keep thinking there's more, but there isn't. There's what comes after the festival. Well, yeah, but I don't really want to think about that, since you'll be... Jonas hugs you back. You both stay in silence for a little while. I guess I should get back to work now. Don't let all your magic go to waste. I should get going too. See you later? Yep. Bye. Blue. Celestine. Is this the last ingredient for Jonas's candle holder? I guess it makes sense. It's calming, provides clarity, and aids in communication. Yes, I think that'd be a perfect addition. Let me write that in the grimoire. You walk up to the studio and knock on the door. I wonder if the tarot reading helped Nisha at all. Nisha, come in! You look around the studio. It looks like chaos, but not like dibbly-nibbly chaos, like chaos. You seem like you're in a good mood. Yeah. I've been figuring out that the community mural idea I pitched at the full moon ritual. I think it'll be really great to have everyone in the village add something to the wall. Something to remind us that we're a community even when there isn't a festival. What do you think? I've never coordinated a community event before. A big, bold mural is perfect. Flora of this region, domain, country, I don't know about that, but it'll certainly be impressive, and I'll make sure of that. Of course, I just have to manage it, and make sure no one draws anything inappropriate. Right now, I'm trying to figure out what supplies I need. If I need anything, Mel wants the order in by the end of today. That's why the studio looks like such a mess. Makes sense. And, how are other things going? I mean, with the... yeah. Let's take a quick walk to the beach. Are you sure you have the time? Well, not really, but our beach talks might be coming to an end soon, so... let's head out then. You and Nisha walk towards the beach for maybe the last... it's best not to think about it. Nisha turns to you and smiles. I took her hand. I'm just flirting with everybody through this whole game. Nobody can stop me. Flirt master. I am not this suave in real life. Anyone who knows me can tell you I am not this suave in real life. You walk the rest of the way to the beach feeling completely at peace. When you and Nisha get to the beach, you sit close together on some rocks. So. The fiddly nibblies have been oddly quiet. I've been trying to talk to them. Not using magic or anything, but more like thinking out loud so they can chime in if they want. Who knows? Maybe after the last blow-up they exhausted themselves too. They could also be feeling guilty for the mess. That would be a first. Though you could be right, but I need them to respond to me if we're going to fix our relationship. But it feels great being this energized about art again. I wish I felt like this all the time. Don't we all? Right? Sometimes I wonder if it's worth turning your passions into work. The highs are so high, but the lows leave you completely burnt out. Honestly, that's why I started streaming, because I finished my PhD, and I told myself I'd start streaming after I finished my PhD, and I'm suffering 12 years of burnout all in one big go because or actually a decade, technically a decade's worth of burnout all in one go because I went from one degree to another degree to another degree and had absolutely zero time. And like, I think the longest period of time I had was between my master's and my PhD, which was about a month. That's it. I had a month between, I had like 2 weeks between my bachelor's and my master's, and then about a month between my master's and my PhD, and I did not stop. I did not stop at all. And now I want to finish the stream, but also there's sunshine on that couch. So let's keep reading, shall we? Nisha, and then add spiteful spirits on top of it. And that's not actually entirely fair. When I got home, I went instantly into push away mode, which is why they acted so poorly. It's hard to figure out the right thing to do when you're exhausted. At least the festival is almost here. Yeah, that'll be a lot off my mind for sure. These talks have been super helpful over these past few weeks too. I'm kind of going to miss them. Only kinda. Okay, more than kinda. But we gotta keep our spirits up for the festival, right? Yeah, we do. Nisha stands up proudly and looks out to the ocean. This festival is gonna be a huge success. The Fiddly Nibblies and I are gonna be friends again. Gran is gonna travel the world finally, and Valaria will become the most famous Von Teasel there ever was. I don't know about that last one, but I'll hopefully at least complete my training. I think I'm gonna cut this beach chat a little short. I don't want my creative energy to go to waste. Neither do I. Good luck with the final preparations. Buddy! You look out to the ocean. Our final beach chat, huh? Whatever this feeling is that I'm feeling right now, I'm not liking it very much. It's been nice getting to know Aisha these past few weeks. I wish there was something I could add to the teapot to help her. You can't see it very well, but it's like an orangey. Yeah, the citrine Ramsey gave me. Orange citrine helps with both clarity and manifestation. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Just let me dot that down my grimoire. Yeah! Got them all. Got everybody. You walk up to the music studio and knock on the door. Valeria, I don't have a lot of time, but no worries. I'll come back later. Alright, I think I've talked to everyone and I've done my garden. I'm gonna double check with Ramsey. Huh? Is there anything I've missed? I've still got orders to fill? I've checked in on everyone today? Great, thanks for your help, Ramsey. What I would do without you? But I don't have orders. I do? Maybe Ruth could use an enchanted besom. Okay, fine. Enchanting items. Enchanting items is similar to crafting spells. If you have the item to enchant, it'll appear on the altar once you click the character's portrait in the grimoire. You should also see the ingredient symbols in the recipe box. Use these symbols to identify which ingredients you'll need, but there's one special ingredient, the crystal. Click on the gold bowl to cycle through the crystals in your inventory. The correct one should match the color of the icon. So, we're looking for white here. This is the bunsum. And then we're looking for the red, the purple, and the kind of Taurusy symbol. So red is rose. Purple, like the purple, is the Alum. And then this symbol is tied to yarrow. Enchanted besom. Keep crafting. Maybe Jean could use an enchanted journal. So we're looking for the green jade. And then we're going to be looking for the lavender, which is the light purple, the yellow yarrow, and then this symbol is tied to the calendulas, which we haven't used a ton of. So, bing! Enchanted journal. That is so pretty with the flowers pressed in on it and these cute little jade beads on the side. I'm here for it. And last but not least, maybe Devin could use an enchanted locket. And we're looking for the kind of light purpley one, I believe. Okay, so we're going with pink, I'm pretty sure. No, Mel is pink. He is the amethyst. Okay, see, this is why we double check. And we're looking for white, which is the chamomile, the burgundy red, which is the geranium, and this symbol, which is the calendula again. Enchanted locket. That's pretty. Let's go hand out gifts. Start with Devin. Time to get Devin this locket. I really hope they like it. I've never made something like this before for anyone else, or anything like this to begin with. You walk up to the music studio and knock on the door. Valeria, I don't have a lot of time, but no worries. I just made you something. Enchanted locket. Devin holds up the locket. Wow, this is... Devin puts on the locket. You said you wanted something to help you remember to stay calm, so I made this with you in mind. I love it. Devin gives you a big hug. I wish I wasn't so busy with last minute things, or else we could... It's alright, really. I'm definitely gonna wear this tomorrow. And the day after that, and the day after that. I'm glad you like it, but I'll still let you get back to your work now. I've gotta mentally prepare for tomorrow, too. Yeah, the harvest ritual, right? Yep. And then it all comes to a close. I'll see you around then. I might have time before the festival to hang out if you want. Yeah, I'll let you know. Buddy. Wow, they really like the locket. I'm really glad I met Devin, but all things come to an end. Jean. I hope Jean likes his journal. You walk up to the cafe. It still says closed, but the lights are on, so you know Jean is inside. Is he still making water? You walk to the kitchen, and yes, you do indeed, Jean, making more better. I suppose the more mandolins, the merrier. You poke your head in through the kitchen door. Jean looks at you and gives another thumbs up. Hold up the journal. John sees the journal. He stops mixing and walks us over to you. What's this? It's for you. John takes the journal and flips through his pages. It's so you can write down all your thoughts and stuff, like if you're stuck on a recipe, or mad at another critic, or anything, really. I see. It's also a goodbye present? Goodbye? Well, yeah, I'm leaving after the festival, so that's alright. Jean continues to look through the journal. This is good work. You're going to make an excellent witch. Was that Did you just compliment me? Am I actually your favorite witch? You're the only witch I know. So favorite by default. Ha! I'm the favorite because I'm the only option. I need to get back to the batter. Of course you do. It's fine. I'll get out of here. But you better save some of those madeleines for me. John nods to set you through the cabin. I'm John's favorite witch. You're the only witch he knows. But let's give the best home to Ruth. I hope she likes it. You walk up to this office and knock on the door. Valeria, hello. Sorry, I'm about to head out to a last-minute meeting. Is everything all right? Yes, I just wanted to give you this. You hand Ruth the besom. She holds it tenderly in her hands. Valeria, this is wonderful. What do I owe for this? Aw, thank you for lurking, Hound. I appreciate the lurk. And I hope you enjoy your time with the sprites because, you know, you plus fey creatures, it all works out. Valeria, oh, nothing. It's a gift. Well, a goodbye present, really. Since the festival is almost over and all. You can use it to cleanse energy from a room. I figured you could take it with you on your travels. Of course I will. Oh, goodness. I wish I didn't have this meeting. It seems so rude to run off now. It's not a problem, really. I understand there's a lot to get done before the Floralia Festival. Why can I not say that word? This is truly such a lovely gift. We've been very lucky to have you. Thanks. I should get running now, though. I can't wait for the harvest ritual you have planned for us. There we go. Now let's double check with Ramsey. All the orders are done for today and I've checked in with everyone. Great. Excellent. Let's see. We're going to do a big spread to kind of, this is, you know, the physical, emotional, logical, and spiritual elements of a question or situation. So we're wondering how the Harvest Festival is going to go tomorrow. So we're focusing on the Harvest Festival. It might not be that, but we'll see. The physical, the High Priestess, inner knowing, intuition, introspection, dreams, and isolation. Okay, again, the idea of the physical being the introspective side, you think that'd be more mental, but emotional, strength, instincts, handling intense emotions, enthusiasm, and courage. That makes sense for emotions. It takes a lot of courage to do a lot of things, and using your instincts isn't a bad thing. Definitely hope that we're going to be enthusiastic about the whole, you know, ritual. So the logical, the hermit, withdrawal, searching, patience, and enlightenment. Okay, so there's a chance for enlightenment as long as we keep searching and have patience. Got it. And the Hierophant, a teacher or mentor, guidance systems, tradition, conformity. Yeah, I feel like with the ritual, there's definitely some conformity going on. Definitely a system of tradition and something that was taught to her. So that makes sense. It looks cute there. It looks cute there. Little incense thing. You can't see the bottle up here, but I can see it. Is there anything else I can change on the desk or whatever? No. Nope, but that's fine. Yes, I would like to end the day. Start with our garden. Just like every other morning. I don't even need any of these plants. This is just for the calming ritual of it almost. Which is the interesting portion of it. Because you never want for stuff in this game. They make sure you have plenty. Which is great, and have the money to do everything. But on the same vein, the simple ritual is just nice. Also, since today is the 6th, I hope everyone had a wonderful Saturday and May the 4th and all that fun jazz. If you don't know what May the 4th is, Star Wars. It's the best way I can describe it. You walk up to the studio and knock on the door. Oh, Valerie, I'm sorry, but I'm actually kind of busy right now. Oh, okay. Wait, do we know what to... Okay, so then we probably know what to make, and I just haven't made it yet. Alright. Yes. Maybe Mel could use an enchanted hourglass. Okay, so she's the pink. And flowers-wise, we need some green, which is rosemary, which is perfect. And then some blue, which I'm gonna assume is this guy right here. Yeah, the blue pea flower. And then the hollyhock for the symbol. Enchanted hourglass. That's pretty with the rose quartz and the flowers in here. You just have to hope they don't get caught. Maybe Jonas could use an enchanted candlestick. This is the blue. Alright. Chamomile. Calming down is important. Geranium. And last but not least, hollyhock again. Him and his sister. Makes sense, you know? Enchanted candlestick. I like the candle in it and like the little, you know, gems. That's cute. Last but not least, Nisha, an enchanted teapot. She gets the citrine, which is super pretty, and I skipped over it by accident, so. Alright, we're gonna start with the rosemary, which is the green, and then go with the yarrow yellow. And last but not least, alum for the symbol. And it's gonna be pretty. Right, like it's got the stuff pressed in and the jewel on the top. That's cute. Alright, let's now actually do what we're supposed to do. Talk to Nisha. Alright, let's talk with this teapot. I really hope Nisha likes it. You walk up to the studio and knock on the door. Oh, Valeria, I'm sorry, but I'm actually kind of busy right now. Oh, I just wanted to give you this teapot. What is this? Do you like it? It's beautiful. You really didn't have to. It's partially a goodbye present, but also something to help you mend your relationship with the Fiddly Nibblies. I figure tea is a nice thing that brings people together, so whenever you're in the studio, you can make some for yourself and the Nibblies. Like an offering. Valeria, I'm honestly speechless. Thank you so much. I'll let you get back to work now, though. Yeah, sorry I'm so busy. I'll have a little more time later, though, if you want to talk again. Mm-hmm. Good luck with the final preparations. You too. Jonas, candle holder. Time to give Jonas his candle holder. You see Jonas at the festival grounds. Things seem pretty hectic, but it's really coming together. Jonas, Valeria, what's up? I don't have a lot of time right now. Not a problem. I just wanted to give you this candle holder. Wow, are you sure this is for me? This is like really fancy. Do you like it? Oh, geez, yes, of course. I just never owned something like this before. I don't have anything for you, though. Don't worry about it. I just thought it would be a nice souvenir so you don't forget about me. All the ingredients are things that came to me as we talked over these past few weeks, and I figured I'd put them on a candle holder to use whenever you practice your affirmations. Or whenever really, I don't know, I just wanted to give you, hey, Valeria, I really appreciate it. I really do. I'm glad. Jonas, crew. Ugh, I gotta go. Sorry again for not having so much time to chat. I might have a bit more time later, though. We should be wrapped up building everything by tonight. That's great. I'll see if I can stop by later then. Awesome. See you. Bye. Last but not least, Mel. Time to get Mel this hourglass. I really hope she likes it. You walk up to Mel's office and go to open the door when all of a sudden, ouch! Mel, ouch! This is funny. You and Mel collide as she bursts out of her office. Oh my goodness, Valeria, I'm so sorry. It's alright. I think I'll survive. I'm running to another meeting. Is there something you need? I just have this for you. Ilaria, this is beautiful. Did you make this? Yeah, I decorated the hourglass with things that reminded me of you. It's supposed to help you make time to focus on yourself or whatever. I don't know what to say. That's okay. It's just a little gift, really. You know, for dealing with me these past 2 weeks. Let me put this on my desk. I'm so sorry I have to run. Don't worry, I know everyone is busy right now. I need to get ready for the harvest ritual too, so of course, we're all looking forward to it. See you at the festival? Yep. I'm pretty sure that's everyone I can talk to, even though it's super, like, early, because it was just the 3 things. Double check with Ramsey. Huh? Century time. Okay. Is there anything I've missed? All the orders are done for today. I've checked in on everyone today. Great. Thanks for your help. What would I do without you? Technically, I have nothing else to do. The second week's a little less busy, which is nice in a way, but... Caw. Do I have anything plans for today? Not really. Why? Caw. Yeah, I know the festival's tomorrow, but all we have to do is say some words. Not that I plan on just saying whatever, but still, we'll have to see how much the village was able to pull everything together. Caw. Do I plan on going to the festival? I guess. I mean, I have to for the ritual. That's not what you mean. Then what do you mean? Caw. Like, for fun? That is a thing I can do. And I've never been to a festival before. Yeah, that sounds like fun! Caw. I should ask someone to go with me, if I feel close enough to them. Like, on a date? I guess I could do that, but I need to massively mentally prepare for that. What if they say no? Caw. That's alright? Yeah, it is, but I'll think about it. Caw. Yep, and it's always okay to decide to go with a friend, too. I guess I'll know my plans for today, then. Start at the garden. Avoid problems and go to the garden. How do you deal with your problems? Avoiding them and going to deal with the plants. That I don't technically need, because that means I don't have to think about stuff in a critical manner for like 5 minutes. Nisha. Alright, so I have Devin, Nisha, or Jonas. I have already done Jonas, so I'm going with Nisha this time. You've got this, Valaria. You walk up to the art studio. Valaria, what brings you here? Everything okay? Come on. Would you like to go on a date? Wow, I do, but I'm busy right now. I mean, tomorrow for the festival. You're asking me to the festival? Of course, I was actually thinking about asking you too. Really? Somehow that makes me even more nervous than me asking you. We'll have to go in the morning though, if that's alright. In the afternoon, I'll have to run the community art mural. Yeah, that's totally fine. I have to get ready for the ritual too. Great, so meet you at the festival grounds? Sure, see you then. I've got a date, Like, all those A's. That is so many A's. Just wait till I tell Ramsey. Yep, you can only ask one person, so. Ramsey, I have to do so many tarot readings. Okay. Gran says too many treats are bad for your beak. Oh, I forgot you could do. That's right. I can do the cards. I love some of the cards that they drew for this. It's all the major tarot. It's nothing but the major tarot, but that's fine. I think I'm gonna do the Empress. The world is pretty, so is the moon. So technically this is the star sign for Leo, which is the sun, and the chariot is the one for Cancer, which is interesting because traditionally people also see it as the moon, but it's actually the chariot. And then I'm gonna do one person. Actually, I'm gonna switch out the chariot. The Tower is an interesting card, and you kind of never want to get it, but also it's not like the worst one to get. You know what? I love the moon card. I'm gonna go with the moon card. I didn't know you could. I actually didn't know I could do these little side biddies. Because you saw me, I was scrolling over everything, trying to, you know, get stuff. I didn't even realize little side biddies. Alright, let's see how this ritual is gonna go. Please be good. Please be good. Judgment, the physical, self-awareness, resurrection, maturity, and a rite of passage. Okay, so definitely agree with that. Physically, this would be a rite of passage for her and would definitely be an area of maturity and self-awareness. And I mean, you could count as a resurrection of self. The emotional, self-control, pride, achieving goals, and overcoming challenges. Okay, I'm here for that because that is definitely what she's doing. She's overcoming challenges. She is definitely achieving her goals and, like, removing the pride. The High Priestess, inner knowing, intuition, introspection, dreams, and isolations for the logical. Okay, so makes sense. Logically, she's got the intuition and introspection and inner knowledge of how to do this. And strength, the spiritual. Instincts, handling intense emotions, enthusiasm, and courage. Alright, so honestly, looks like this ritual in this date is gonna go fairly bomb. I'm here for that sort of vibe. We're done today. Tomorrow is the festival. Let's do this. Let's go on a date with a cute art girl. Today's the day, Ramsey. Time to see if all our hard work paid off. Caw, caw. I suppose this means it's our last day in Flora, too. Caw, caw. Yeah, I don't know how I feel. I do look forward to a peaceful and better things. Gaga. It is strange. I didn't think my time here would affect me so much, and I can't believe it's only been 2 weeks. But we shouldn't be thinking about such sad things on a day like today, because I have a date with Nisha. My first date ever. And my last one, at least for a while, once we go back to Grand Solitary Cottage. No, thinking about that today, Ramsey. For today, we have fun. And then perform a ritual, and then see if the Harvest Festival is a complete failure or not. Oh no, what have I gotten myself into? That's right. Keep it together. Flora and my friends are depending on me. I guess that's all that's left is to head to the festival grounds at the town square. Well, let's get moving. Wait, can we do the garden? Oh, we can do the garden first. Sorry, just avoiding problems and doing my garden, like, super early in the morning. When in doubt, garden. I wish taking care of a garden was this easy. I'm just gonna pick the, like, 3 or 4 weeds, and then I'm gonna trim the pretty stuff, and I think I forgot to water that yesterday because I'm a jerk, so I'm actually gonna to keep everything on schedule. Oh no, I need more. There we go. So I can keep on schedule. There we go. Now everything's been watered. No, I need you, like... Day 2 growth. I need you day 2 growth. It'll be fine. I accidentally forgot to, like, flip a few things. Now I just have, like, oodles of lavender and stuff. Fair enough. Alright, to the village. Town square time. Everyone is at the town square. I like the music. I'm here for it. You head to the festival grounds to meet up with Nisha. I don't see her anywhere. What if she decided not to come? Also, I don't know what those are, but they look tasty and jam-like, and I am here for homemade jams. And that's some cute apples and produce, it looks like, and some pretty flowers, and the fountain looks cute, and the stage looks nice, and like, I don't know what's going over there, but I'm here for it. Boo, Nisha. I am not gonna scream. I'm just gonna go, ah! Oh geez, I didn't think I'd scare you that much. I'll make it up to you by going on a date with you. Isn't that what we're already doing? Not until this date officially starts, which is right now. Nisha grabs you by the hand and drags you in the middle of the festival. The town square sure looks more lively than usual. You've never seen anything like it. Now we just need to figure out what we want to do first. Ice cream, boat on the lake. Let's play games. You and Nisha run towards the lake to rent a boat together. Have you ever rowed a boat before? No, have you? Once, like 5 years ago, but don't worry, it's easy. I sure hope you're remembering that correctly. Like, this is just cute. Oh, those earrings seriously look super cute on her. You and Nisha hop in a boat, and Nisha rows out to the center of the lake. The gentle rocking of the boat makes you a little sleepy. Even with the festival going on, it's so peaceful. Yeah, it is. It's nice to have time to just enjoy Flora finally. That's fair. She's kind of been running absolutely ragged for like 2 weeks. It's a shame that this is the only time you have to just enjoy Flora. Yeah, it'd be nice to have more. I bet if you wanted, you could stay. You give Nisha a small smile. We should keep making the most of our time together. Yeah, you're right. Let's get this boat back to shore and figure out what we should do next. What's left for us to check out? Play games or ice cream? We're gonna save ice cream for last. Ice cream's gonna be for last. You and Nisha run over to all the games. There are way too many to choose from. Wow, this is a lot of games. How do you play them? You've never played any games before? Well, let's start with the fishing one. It's pretty easy. You and Nisha, I'm gonna assume the editing here of you know, go to fish for prizes. Both of you waste way too much money and walk away with nothing. What the heck? I think they made this harder since I was a kid. I really wanted to win you a souvenir too. You see one of those shooting games is giving away giant stuffed bears to winners. Dude, this profile, like that, the artist did her real justice, because I actually haven't played her side of the story yet, but I love the cute, like, honestly, this hairstyle needs to be in The Sims. They've got similar ones, don't get me wrong, like they've got the one with the braids from Home Chef Hustle that kind of comes out and goes, and they've got the straight one that is from Cottage Living, but I feel like they could make a base game update with, you know, an idea for something like this with the kind of poofy hair, you know, kind of coming out from it in that textured, wonderful style. And this is just so cute with the with the yellow and the cute hair color and the earrings to match. Like, it's simple, but it's elegant, and this is like super cute. And I love the paint splattered overalls, and I totally always forget that she's wearing like knee socks basically, so she's in painty overalls with a cute like poofy jackety top and some white socks, and it's adorable. Let's try a different game then. How about that one? I have terrible aim. Are you any good? I don't know, I've never played. Let's do it then. You run over to the shooting game and take aim. I think I've heard closing one eye and steadying your breath is supposed to, but before Nisha finishes, you take your first shot. Bullseye! Wow, you're a natural. Shoot another one. Pow, pow, pow. Before you know it, all the cans are down. I don't know much about aim, but I have superior concentration skills. You're handed one of the giant stuffed teddy bears, and here is your souvenir. What? I wanted to win you a souvenir, but I guess you beat me to it. Nisha gives the bear a hug. On to the next thing. Yeah, ice cream. You and Nisha head to the ice cream stand. Wow, there are so many flavors to choose from, Nisha. I've never seen this many. Why do I only get to choose one? You know? That's fair. That's fair. Why only one? Are you suggesting I eat a whole sundae by myself? No, I thought we could share one with all the different flavors. I don't think we can get all of them, but we can maybe get like 5. Yes! Alright, let me order it. Nisha walks to the counter and orders the sundae. You've never seen anything like it. 5 colorful flavors and so much whipped cream. You and Nisha, yeah. Like, you can tell that it's definitely got a mint chocolate chip, some kind of chocolate, a strawberry that definitely has some kind of caramelly swirl. Love the cute little poster. That looks like maybe like a vanilla with the strawberries and the cherries and like the, you know, pocky-like sticks. Yeah, I'm here. You and Nisha walk over to a bench, sit down and devour the whole thing. That was so good. You know, that's the nice thing too, is like you want to find someone who enjoys stuff with you. So if you enjoy like delightful sugary snacks once in a while, also that bowl looks edible. And I am here for edible waffle cone bowls. I've never eaten so much in my life, I don't think I can move. Suddenly, Nisha grabs your hand and pulls you off the bench. Come on, let's do something. Oh, no, the time I need to get to my art exhibit. I'll walk you over then. You date Nisha, go on a date with Nisha at the festival. I hadn't gotten that achievement yet, so I'm super glad it just popped up for me. You hold hands with Nisha as you walk to her art exhibit. This is the worst. So you can tell this is Jonas. You can tell this is Devin. You can tell this is Val. And it is so 8th grade anime journal. There's a ton of people crowded around it. People have already started adding their art to it. I think your community mural idea is a hit. You should add something to it as a member of the community. You go grab a paintbrush, but then you remember, but I'm leaving. You see Nisha's smile drop. Do you have to? I'm only here to prove myself and help at the festival. And if I prove myself, I have to go back to training with my grant. I guess I have to go back to school after the festival, too. I'll miss you. I'll miss you, too. You lean in to hug Nisha, but when you do, she kisses you. Yes. I had a lot of fun today. Even if we only had a half-day date, it was worth it. Me too, though I guess we both have work to do now. Can't let these past 2 weeks go to waste. I should probably start keeping an eye on the mural. It's only a matter of time before someone tries to draw something on it that they shouldn't. Like an inappropriate image of genitalia. Possibly singing, sometimes with a trumpet. I read Devil's Panties. It's a wonderful comic. It's a very delightful slice of life comic despite its name. Stop by before the end of the day, though. Of course, I should probably walk around and see how everyone else is getting on. So I'll see you later? Yep. As you leave Nisha, you wonder if there's a way for you to come back to Flora. Then maybe, even if you and Nisha are apart for a little while, you'll know that you can be together. No, not the time to think about such things. The festival isn't even over yet. You get back to the center of the festival. Gaga. Oh, hey Ramsey, you got here just in time. I was just about to walk around the festival. Gaga. I love how it made it look like she was the one saying ka, not Ramsey. So she was trying to... It does look amazing, doesn't it? But of course it is. I can't believe experiment success. Honestly, I didn't expect it to go this well. I know we worked hard and everything, but still. See, now it's correct in Ramsey saying ka, but it was entirely not correct earlier. That's right, Ramsey. Either way, now is the time to celebrate. I don't want to get in anyone's way, so let's go take a walk and see how everything is everyone is doing. You see Mel, clipboard in hand, coordinating whatever needs coordinating at the time. She looks busy but happy, not tired and overwhelmed like before. People are coming to her and asking questions, but everything is under control. Next you see Jean and his tea and Madeline stand. You think about getting in line, but it is so long, which fair. It'll be time for the harvest ritual by the time you get to the front. Whether there's a critic in that line or not, there is no way Jean can say this was a failure. Every once in a while you think you see a smile on his face too. Good. You go to the pie contest where you see Ruth giving out a blue ribbon. The pies all look so good. You wonder how Ruth could pick a favorite. Yeah, like that is my one issue if I had to like judge any kind of like pie eating contest or like any kind of, food contest, is that I want to eat everything. Wait, does the mayor get to try all these pies and more every year? Maybe being mayor is awesome. Now you question his decision to leave and travel. But maybe even tasting amazing pie after 40 years gets a little old. I forgot he decided to be an entertainer for the day. And I am here for Caesar in the little bow hat and the little palm hat and stuff. Is that Jonas? You see Jonas dressed up as a clown entertaining a group of children with Caesar. You guess with everything built, he didn't have much else to do today? Wow, Caesar knows a lot of tricks. When did Jonas teach him about getting everything built for the festival? Yes, because Caesar is the reason everything got built. Maybe he is a slacker. You notice you're not standing far from the members of Jonas's crew. You overhear them say, I taught Caesar that one. And then another says, no, I did. And another one says, well, I taught him that. The entire crew taught Caesar tricks. You are genuinely amazed they got anything built. Yeah. You wonder what's going on at the stage. See, again, certain images make him look like not a 14-year-old page boy. However, he has no fingers, and that worries me. But again, artistic license. A group of folk musicians, I'm gonna assume that's supposed to be are currently playing, but you don't see Devin. You walk around back and see another group of musicians crowding around them. Devin has some sheet music in their hands and they're going over it with the musicians. And you see a scheduled performer stapled to the back of the stage. The list is so long and so varied. Did Mel and Devin coordinate all this? Devin doesn't even look like they want to run away from the group of musicians around them. Every once in a while you see Devin reach up and touch the locket you gave them. Devin must be working on some good magic with it. It looks like this festival is already a success. I'm not even sure the village needs my blessing. You hear the clock strike. Ramsey, caw-caw! Yep, that's our signal. Time for the harvest ritual, the last thing I have to do here in Flora. You head to the main square of the festival just as the villagers finish the altar. So we've got flowers and plants and harvest bounty and, probably ciders and breads and stuff like that all around the fountain as the altar. You can sense feelings of hope and joy radiating from the local craftspeople and farmers. Do you think this is enough for the ritual? Caw-caw. Agreed, I think this is more than enough. This is incredible. I've never seen such an abundant harvest altar. Whoa, what kind of jam is that? Caw-caw. Right, we feast after the ritual. Everyone felt very inspired this year. Perhaps you had something to do with that? I love the smug smirk that she can get. I am awesome sometimes, aren't I? That kind of confidence. To have that kind of confidence. See, I'm not lazy. I am perhaps my experiments. Yeah, I'm just joking, sort of. But I'm not taking credit for all of this. Everything here took longer than 2 weeks to prepare. Just look at these crops, jams, baked goods, crafts, and then together we figured out how to bring everyone and everything together again. Shall we get started again? You take a deep breath. Guess this is it. Oh, apologies for the yawn. That just suddenly hit me like a friggin' I swear, just sometimes. Chill streams and good music. Yep, think we're ready. You take a few steps back and put your hands out. Now, everyone, I want you to make a circle and hold hands, and it's time for our harvest ritual. All the villagers gather around and take each other's hands. Oh, harvest goddess of Flora, we come together today to give thanks for your majesty, your magic, your might. Your majesty, for without you to nourish our soils and community, we have none of the offerings before you now. Please share our bounty with us on this day and continue to bless us with abundance, peace, and happiness, good fortune. Peace and happiness. We've all worked hard to grow these grains and fruits to unite our community through art, music, and good food, all to honor you. Villagers of Florida, join and chant, blessed be. Blessed be, blessed be, blessed be. Now, to close this rite, let us feast in the presence of our goddess. And so the feast begins. You can sense the energy in Florida has changed since you have arrived. People are talking, laughing, and simply having a good time. Maybe in the end coming to Flora wasn't so bad. You're sad to leave, but you're glad to go with a sense of accomplishment. But still, you wish you didn't have to go. Huh? Who's that? You see Ruth standing on a chair with a glass in a hand. Ruth, I want to say a few words. First, I've never been so proud as I am right now to be the mayor of Flora. You've accomplished so much today. May the harvest goddess be pleased with all your hard work. But secondly, Hilaria, I know you've already said you don't want to take credit, but I think I speak for everyone when I say thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's been an interesting 2 weeks, but none of this would have been possible without you. That is why, as one of my final acts mayor, I ask you to please return to Flora as our village witch once you have completed your training. You really weren't. I wasn't expecting this. You look over at Nisha. You realize you're both thinking the same thing. You both need to finish your training in witchcraft and Nisha in art, but then this isn't goodbye forever. I'll be the most brilliant village witch there ever was. Everyone begins to cheer. Even Ramsey. I love how her hair is just hiding half of his face. Man, your bouffant is banging. Nisha runs over to you and gives you a big hug and a kiss. I can't wait for you to come back. Neither can I. And so the festival continued until the early hours of the morning. All the food was eaten, and people danced and they could dance no more. It was almost time to catch your train home when you got home. You're glad you didn't have time for any sorrowful goodbyes. They were unnecessary anyway. You know you'd be back someday. You went through a lot during your time in Flora. You were desperate to prove yourself as a witch at first, but then you made friends and joined a community, and you realized there was nothing to prove. And everyone else in the village realized that the strength of community and of themselves too. Nisha will now find strength and creativity in her relationship with the Fibbly Nibblies instead of keeping them and her true self at a distance. Devin might not want to be a rock star, but that doesn't make them any less of a musician. Perhaps Devin not forcing themselves to be something that they're not will also make it easier for them to make new friends. Jonas will always be a little goofy, but with Caesar by his side and the trust of his crew, you know he's finally found his place. Unlike her brother, Mel will probably be always a little uptight. But with her witch training and the festival's success, you believe Mel has finally figured out how to find balance in her life. Jean better have a bunch of new tasty delights for you when you come back. Everyone's enthusiasm for his Madelines showed him that even if he has an off day, we all know he's talented. We can't be perfect all of the time. There's an affirmation for you. You can't be perfect all of the time. It's okay to have an off day. And lastly, Ruth, our fearless leader. Okay, maybe not fearless, but she navigated Flora through a lot during her time as mayor. Now she's ready for the next step in her life. You'll be the first by Ruth's memoir about her travels. Well, Nisha will probably be for the first, but you'll definitely be second. And now it's time to get back home and finish your training. You can't wait to show your Gran everything you learned while in Flora. You know she'll be proud of you. Sure, you might still be butthead sometimes, but you know she cares about you. If she didn't, she never would have sent you to Flora. You now feel more ready than ever to become the witch you've always dreamed of becoming. Thank you for playing Witchy Life Story. I didn't expect it to be that long. Like, I really didn't. You know, I'm gonna let the credits roll and just kind of, chill chat. I'm probably gonna end the stream here. Like I noted, I was pretty much just trying to get through this week, no matter how long it took. This is definitely better than the time I, did the last chapter of Alice, and it took like 5 minutes, and then I had to, immediately find another game. We will be doing more of the Sims for Norse Gods challenge tomorrow. And then we will be furnishing the last 3 apartments on Thursday. I love this symbol. It's so cute. Sunday Studios has such a pretty, symbol. But we are probably going from there. Excuse me. And then, so yes, we will be doing the North Scars Challenge, probably starting at 1 tomorrow. I'm gonna do my best to get, actually, while I'm thinking about it, while I'm sitting here, you know, I can do a thing and repost the poll. So let me just drag Discord over to where I'm actually, you know, looking at people and not, you know, staring off into the distance. We're gonna update the poll. We're gonna do it live, just you and me, right now. All right. So. Copy text. All right. /poll create message. We're doing, again, vote for the Mindless Monday game. And our choices are going to be us. Let's hope I can spell. You know what? Hold on. Can I correctly capture this window? I can't. Not this one. Damn, I can't capture Discord. So you're just gonna have to be a little blind, and sorry, you know, but yeah, assemble with care. Again, if I could spell. Choice 2 will be a short hike, and again, please feel free to look up any of these if you want. We're gonna, after that would be Feather, which, I've never played Feather. I've never played quite a few of these, so I have no idea how long they'll be, so the first tree is after that. Excuse me. Postmouse, which, from my understanding, Postmouse actually is a pretty decent game, so that one is probably actually gonna take a while. Our Life, Beginnings, and Always. Power Wash Simulator. That one, honestly, would entirely be an ASMR stream, it feels like. And last but not least, we have Eastshade. We're gonna try and get through those. And there we go. Poll has been posted. There's technically one vote in all of them. The reason for that is it automatically creates. All right. And as noted before, we're going to be typing that in here. Please remember that we do have a Discord and that you're more than welcome to vote on the Mindless Monday stream. I actually thank you if you do. Feel free to join the Discord and get broadcasts and announcements, or feel free to follow me on Twitter. I am known as Valeria Green, or the Lady of the Glade on Twitter. It's as simple as that. And yeah, I know it's early, and I know we're ending stream early, but it happens. It happens sometimes. And I thank you all for joining us today. And as always, please remember to hit that like button and share. Remember to follow both on Twitch and YouTube, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for joining us here at Café Con Flora. We look forward to seeing you on tomorrow, actually, on Tuesday, so we'll see you tomorrow. And fingers crossed things go fairly well for our Sims. Well, I feel like once we get all the children out of toddler stage, we'll be fine. And as always, and actually I'm going to be creating a poll after tomorrow's stream. I've done my research, and since one of the goals is we have to kill one of the kids, and we've picked the middle child, Lauren, we've already, you know, figured that out, there's going to be a poll on how he should die as a teen. So you will get to have a hand in voting on how I, actually progress the challenge a little bit. There will be options that will be available for a teen. If you need any more information, I will post a link that I used to kind of get an idea. Well, I'm actually thinking about it right now. I can do that right now and post a link for all the Sims death trigger causes. Some of them will not work for a teen. So... But yes, some of them entirely do not work for a teen. Some of them only work for specific things. There's nothing I can do about that. So please remember that. Please remember to vote. Thank you so much. And I'm probably gonna go make myself some tea or take a nap. I haven't decided yet. But either way, thanks for joining us.